All right. If you do hear from him, mum's the word.
Yeah, that seems in my best interest.
And again, if for some reason
panicky is better. Panicky, you make mistakes. Freaking people came in asking you all kinds of questions, Wes. You, the sheriff, everything, okay? Happy Friday, friends! Here we are at the end of the year, at the end of Season 4 of 2023, with this, our finale of games. I am DM Daddy RPG, and we are here to bring you happy, fun time tabletop shenanigans here at the end of the year. I hope everybody's 2023 was great, and I hope everybody's really looking forward to 2024. I know I am. Why am I looking forward to 2024? Because we got new games. New games are going to be fun. Come talk with us about them over in our Discord community. Please come join us over there. We would love to have you. We'd love to talk. We are chatty Cathys. It's also where we do things like community game nights, such as World of Warcraft or Among Us, which we're doing tomorrow, hopefully, if enough people are interested. Let's see here. What else do? We talk about all things tabletop games. We talk all things about random video games. We've started talking about Warhammer. We have a book club. We have arts and crafts channel. We have so many things in the Discord. The Discord has grown, and that makes me happy. Have you not checked out any of these wonderful games we've been doing? We've run so many games, and we'll continue to do so. But if you haven't seen all of our crazy fun stuff, go over to the YouTube. Give us a little click over there. Like, subscribe, dislike. I'm happy to get constructive criticism, such as when everybody flooded me when we started Werewolf 5th Edition with "you're doing it wrong." Because I've never really messed with 5th Edition, so I didn't know things. And I was like, give me a perception this. And like, there is no perception. I'm like, then give me this. This sounds right. It was, in fact, not right. But that's fine. Glenn Dizzle, thank you so much for the gifted subs, my friends. We are so close to our goal. Let's see here. Boom. But yes, YouTube, every game except for American Maladies and Season 1 of Rise of the Phoenix is over there on our YouTubes. So check us out. We've got Shadowrun, we've got horror games, we've got World of Darkness, a whole lot of World of Darkness. World of Darkness is my jammy jams. It's what I do. And then a whole lot of Powered by Apocalypse. We found a lot of those systems this year, which ended up being really, really good. And of course, as always, you don't have to, but I would love it if you did. Patreon! Patreon is how we fund all of our shenaniganry through the years. Jen, can you turn the volume of the game down a little?
I mean, I didn't touch it, but I can't.
It's loud.
I didn't touch
It's okay. It's okay. I was just asking. But Patreon is how we fund all this stuff. It's how we buy the books and we give them to the players. It's how we fund our merch bundles, our seasonal merch bundles. It's how we pay for expanded Roll20 so that I can have like hundreds of different little icons and tabs and sheets and songs and things, stuff. All that money goes right back into our bullshittery, if you will. And I'm Deep Daddy RPG. We are joined by Johan, portrayed by Wormtongue. Jade, portrayed by Chi Chai T. Marvin, portrayed by Glandizzle. And Sophia, everybody's favorite Lasombra, portrayed by GDI Ainsley. Ainsley. One of those.
You got my name right, but it's Wormsmith, not Wormtongue.
Listen, I am in full tilt werewolf mode for next season. Everything is worm and everything is tongue, and do not worry about this poor baby Silverpack. They'll be fine.
Listen to me.
I am so looking forward to listening then.
Yes. Okay, and I am relinquishing my power to JenOfThieves, our wonderful, wonderful, wonderful storyteller.
I apologize for the weirdness with my camera. Apparently, I am also becoming Lasombra, and I can't figure out how to fix it. So it's been a while, everybody. I feel like recaps are necessary for me and you.
Nah.
Hope you guys had a great holiday. Very nice and chill and quiet, and nobody got murdered.
Mine was pretty awesome.
I got better.
Statistically, the most likely day to be murdered is Christmas Day.
Oh, fun fact.
Of course you'd know that.
This is an educational program now.
Of course you'd know that.
So why don't you go ahead and start us off with some recaps then, Sophia, since you're just educating us.
Sure. So Johan and I went and interrogated the Ventrue, whose name I forget, the Primogen.
Masquerade.
No, it was the Ventrue.
Yeah, the Ventrue Primogen.
Right. Yes, the Ventrue. Sorry.
The second person who frenzied, I was going to say involuntarily, but all frenzies are involuntary. Second one who frenzied and it wasn't directly their fault. And Johan was able to figure out, like, yep, definitely curse artifact, and the subject was incredibly uncooperative. So when we left it, he's still in that room. Unfortunately, I do think I am going to have to say that he's going to be let out, but, you know.
We'll get to that in a minute. Jade, what happened last time?
Finally went to check on my mom, and I ended up killing her at the advice of Victorio.
Succinct. Good job. Hey, Victorio, what happened?
So I woke up in a snuggle puddle with my grandsire, and my night started off great. And then me and the prince went back to, go check on the coterie, let her talk to Ulrich, so on and so forth, etc. And the coterie was splitting up. At least they weren't, and nobody went off alone. At least, well, I guess Ulrich technically ended up going off alone, but that was under the prince's orders.
Information too.
And Marvin and Jade were going to take the bus like fucking peasants. And I refuse. So I picked them up, and then we went over there, and there was a lot of paranoia and paranoid and stuff, and then we found Jade's mostly dead mom. She wasn't all the way dead, and I gave my friend Jade some friendly advice.
You did a lot. So much.
Oh yeah, and I also communicated to Sophia and Johan about. I was asking them questions. Sophia specifically some questions about dead bodies, and then they were like, "What's going on with you?" And I was like, "Ha."
It's been a week.
Hey, Marvin.
Hi.
What'd you do?
What did I do? I investigated the whole house when we got there, and it
Immediately,
was bad vibes.
not turn around and go back to the car the second you open the door.
No. Like I said, I opened the door, went around back, checked around, came back, said, "Hey, this is kind of weird." When we went back in, we saw everything with it, Mom, but there was this thing that had been sewed up inside of her that we don't want to touch. We're not exactly sure what it is, but we got a feeling it's bad.
I mean, I'm just not gonna touch Jade's mom like at all.
I mean, Ulrich identified what it was.
Ew.
There was also a tarot card.
That's what was
Yep.
thrown up in
But that's like what
Oh, then
Living
where
has.
was where was the jewelry then?
wrist.
Jewelry was on her wrist.
Wrist. Not that.
Hey, Johan. Your turn. Anything get missed?
Johan also investigated the artifacts that were given to the Ventru and the Nosferatu, and is pretty sure that they came from the Tremere.
Damn Tremere. Can't trust him.
Them and the little Sombra.
Since it's been a little bit, we are going to have wrapped up Saturday, only the second day since this whole game started. Since I am starting a brand new day, we're gonna see. Let me know. You get one other thing that you did that night, and we'll resolve that before we wake up tonight. Jade, what is the one other thing you did on Saturday?
Can come back to me?
Okay. Marvin's eating a snack. Victorio, what is the
I'm
one
good.
other thing you did?
Samar.
Samar, how did you accomplish that feat?
Presents and promise of interesting times that I had to give her.
Okay. Did you stay over with her, or did you go back to the Haven for the day?
If she's down to come to the Haven, that'd be cool. But if not, I'll go to her place. Whatever. I'm not afraid of no Assamite.
Let's travel alone.
I wasn't alone if I'm with Samar. Vampires, all about loopholes, y'all.
She wouldn't have come to your Haven, but you would have been invited to at least one of hers. So that's where you will start tonight. Johan, what did you want to do as your one?
Use Spirit's Touch to glean more information from the artifacts, ideally without being frenzified himself.
I would have asked for my thing to be before his thing, if he was going to do that.
Okay.
Sure.
Because if you're going to touch that, I want you shackled in case you do frenzy.
Good point.
I'll let Johan frenzy on Sophia. It'll be great.
So after we exonerated the Venture Primogen and we found the note from addressed from Judith or the jewelry, I would ask him, and I would tell him, if you want to answer me these two questions, then you're free to go. One, who gave this to you? Like, was it physically delivered to you by Judith or anyone else?
Okay. after putting up a lot of fuss about you've already asked your questions, he will answer, it was left for him on his table.
And is that actually Judith's handwriting?
Seems like Judith's handwriting.
All right. Thank you. I'll tell the sheriff you were very helpful. And then I'll tell Wes, hey, we need the room for a few more minutes still. But, and then I'll say, so Johan, if you're going to touch these, we're going to shackle you first, just in case. No offense.
Okay, so you're touching the two that you have, which is the ring and the pocket watch, I think, right?
Yeah.
After consenting to being shackled, please.
Yes, after.
Okay.
Because Johan knows that he has a physical pool of nothing, and if he fringes around Sophia, he's going to die.
Oh,
I wouldn't kill you if
torpor, okay? It's just
I would torpor you. Yeah.
Come on.
I would stake you, but I wouldn't kill you.
Okay. Spirit's touch is a rouse check. So we'll do that real quick, and then it is intelligence aspects for the roll. I'm just gonna have you roll once for both things.
Alright. So rouse.
So you get hungrier.
Nom, 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 nom.
And what plus intelligence?
Intelligence plus discipline. You can just click the little dice by your spirit's touch.
It's going to be 8d10 because it's aspects 4, and he has 4 in.
Okay.
Whoa.
Oh, Jesus.
Damn.
Okay.
That's 11 successes.
Uh-huh.
But also a messy crit.
Uh-huh. So,
Yeah.
so as you kind of close your eyes and hold these items in your hand, you're kind of, when night's wrapping up, you're holding them both at once. You're immediately flooded with first images of swirling like white and blue lights all around you as this deep coldness settles in through your hands and into your bones. Normally weather doesn't affect you, but you've never been this cold before. And as the frost kind of clears from your gaze, you can very clearly see Otto, the seneschal, bent over a workbench. You can't really see what he's doing. You don't hear what he's saying, but it looks like wisps of this bone-chilling frost are just pouring out of his mouth and over top of not just the 2 pieces of jewelry that you're seeing in front of you. There's 5 in total. And as you're holding them, your fists clench. You're not usually that strong. But the metal bends and winds, and your eyes go white and icy. You don't frenzy. You don't frenzy. Because for all intents and purposes, you can feel the magic has been used. But it was very close for a while, and you've destroyed what little evidence you had.
Does it look like he's about to frenzy?
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna stake him. And this will also conveniently give us a reason for why we didn't tell the sheriff tonight and why we'll tell him after the time skip.
Okay.
Fair.
Do you want to say that happened, Johan? Or
Are
do
you okay
want
with
to
this?
roll with it?
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I figure if he's getting like glowing white eyes rolling back in his head, that
Mhm.
To be clear, I have the stake out at the point that he's touching it. Like I'm prepared. Like I genuinely love Johan, and I'm not gonna let something bad happen to him.
Aw.
Worse than getting staked. So
Okay.
gonna stake him and take him home.
Then you will start off the evening with just
In a box.
one in your chest. It's fine. All right, Marvin. What is your one thing?
Marvin wanted to check in on Jenny.
Okay. Do you just call her? Do you stop by?
He'll give a call after we've wrapped up everything over with Jade's mother.
Okay. She'll answer right away. Nothing seems weird. She doesn't have any news to tell you. What do you ask her?
I just wanted to know how her night's been, how everything was going throughout the day.
Oh, she tells you all about it. Tells you about the blood bank. Tells you about what she's been watching on TV. Tells you about her trip to the grocery store. As far as you can tell, there is nothing awry.
Okay. I just let her talk for a minute. Yeah, enjoy the conversation, and then continue on.
Okay. And now, Jade, you cannot wait any longer.
So after like everything, like I probably I hadn't gone to see like Addie for a while, so like since she had offered like said I could stay the night at her place every once in a while if need be.
Mm-hmm.
Like I probably went to like just get a break from like everything that was going on there, spend the night, well, the day there to try to clear my mind and everything.
Do you let everybody else know where you're going?
Yeah, I'll let them know just so that they know I'm not just like disappeared.
Victorio, do you let us know where you're going?
Of course.
That brings me to my final question. Team Murder Tub.
Mm-hmm.
Did you clean that up yourself, or did you call Samar to clean it up for you?
I'm assuming that's how Victorio got up with Samar.
You know, that all actually works out. Like that's nice little Christmas ribbon.
Yeah.
I was going to offer that before you even said what you had wanted to do, so you would know she has been kind of a cleanup crew before. You know, for instance, the entire apartment scene.
And spleens, etc.
Yep.
Jen, also, there's 4 harms and 1 care.
That's a lot of things.
Thank Kelly.
Jesus, Kelly. Jesus. You're not gonna love that when you're in Werewolf. I just needed to let you know. Okay, so Saturday business concluded.
She's giggling.
Yeah, keep laughing. Go ahead.
I put Johan in his room.
Put him in his room. Okay.
Actually, no, I put Johan in my room.
Oh, sleepover.
The first thing I'm gonna do. Well, because plan is first thing in the morning is unstake him, but I don't want anybody to freak out in the meantime. So.
Okay. So we have Jada at Addie's, we have Victorio at Samar's, and then we have the 3 of you back at the Haven. When you arrived back at the Haven, you would have noticed that Ulrich was not there, but there was a box of books, presumably from his bookshop, on the kitchen counter. And a note saying, I have something to do. See you later, ? Any attempts to call him, you're not going to get through. And before long, the sun is going to make you retire anyway. So that is where we are all waking up. If you could rouse check.
Yeah.
Or reanimating.
I don't have to rouse check.
Aww.
Oh yeah, you don't. I think you do when I unstake you, though. Maybe.
Yes.
which is going to be immediately.
So you might as well roll for me. Marvin, you get 1 hungrier. What does that put you at?
That puts me at 2.
Okay, not bad.
I just grab a blood bag to wake up.
And Johan, you get 1 hungrier. What does that put you at?
3.
Okay.
What is it? They have Cabri blood written on it.
You have 2 left in your supply, Marvin.
Almost time for a trip.
Almost. All right, so first thing, Sophia, you said you're unstaking Johan.
Yeah. Well, so holding another stake in case I pull it out and he's
Just
still fucked up.
you double.
Sophia's not taking chances.
I'm not. I do not want to hurt you. So pull it out.
You pull it out,
Sorry,
Johan.
buddy.
You're feeling fine. Besides a little peckish.
What happened? What happened?
What did we do, Sophia?
Oh no.
We'll come back. We'll come back to that.
Okay.
Jade, what do you do first thing you wake up?
Would my not the cat found out at the apartment, but would the other cat have been there where I could like ask him to maybe like go get me something to eat? Because I'm at hunger too, so I might as well eat something, drink some blood.
You did not take your cats with you.
Fair.
They are still at the Haven.
Okay.
Are you going to go hunting for a cat? Or other animal?
I might as well, yeah.
Okay. What is... That should be a roll. Let me... see what your hunting roll is. Are you gonna... just in Addie's apartment building, or are you gonna kind of step outside first?
I'll step outside first.
Okay.
Sorry, y'all. I'm back.
Welcome back. Composure and Animal Ken is your roll for feeding. On the blood and XP, you can just click the dice besides Predator.
Okay.
One success. You find a cat to eat. So you can go down 1 hunger. What are you at since I'm on your sheet already? 2. So yeah, 1 is as low as you can go anyway.
Okay.
Are you back, Sophia?
Yep, I'm back. So
Okay.
sorry. What I missed whatever happened after I said I pulled the stake out with the other stake.
Nothing, because I
heard-
moved to someone else.
Sweet. Okay, I heard Josh laughing, and that was it.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
He asked what happened.
You looked like you were about to frenzy, and sun was coming up close, and I didn't have time to take chances. Sorry.
It's alright. What I found will hopefully be worth it.
Yeah, what'd you find?
Otto made these.
All right, that is definitely worth it. Any others? Anything else you saw?
A sense of coldness. Perhaps in the magic, perhaps just the environment in which he made them. I can't tell.
Do you have any way of knowing how many he made?
5.
Fuck. Johan, could you call the sheriff for me?
He dials the sheriff and passes the phone to Sophia.
When you open the phone up, you see there's a missed call and a voicemail from your contact at the police.
I'm gonna listen to that first.
It is. Was his name Paul? I feel like his name was Paul.
I don't know if we ever gave him a name.
It's Paul now, man.
The large vampire cop.
Paul around like 3:30, 4 o'clock in the afternoon leaves a voicemail for you saying, so I've got your friend here, Eileen. She was brought in by some uniforms for public intoxication. I know you know her. I know you. I don't know what's going on here, so I'm not booking her, but I do have her in a cell to sober up. Come and collect her at some point. She is feisty.
Yep. All right.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna call the sheriff. Now I'm gonna tell Johan to call the sheriff.
Okay.
Does so. Pass the phone.
It rings and rings. Voicemail.
That's not good.
I know who did it. There's 3 more.
I don't know if that's my name or not.
Voicemail. Cool.
Yep.
Johan, can you give me wits awareness? And you know what, Sophia? Since you're currently in the same room, you as well.
Yeah, Isabella.
Oh, we recovered willpower, right?
Yes.
All right.
Johan, for some of those harms, can take 2 superficial for the, hole in your chest.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah. Well.
How do I mark superficial on this?
This is slash.
Click it once. Yeah, if you click it once, it'll splash. If you click it twice, it'll X.
Okay,
So.
thank you.
Jesus Christ. I'm not even that good at this roll. I guess 6 is pretty good.
Almost entirely all successes.
Sophia sees all.
Okay. So,
If only.
like as you were laying him down in your room, his phone Johan's phone kind of fell out of his pocket at some point, and the jostling. Johan, you don't notice it yet, but Sophia, as you kind of look over, one of the little orange lights on the face of his phone is on. The one that you might know is usually an indicator of the microphone being on.
There's a light on your phone.
Johan's gonna check the settings.
You fiddle with the phone for a little while. The light goes off.
It looks like it was recording us.
File on your phone? That's what they're called, right? Files?
Yes. Let me see if I can trace who did this. Can I roll int plus technology to see if I can figure out what sort of malware?
You can, sure. While you're working on that, Marvin, what do you do first thing you wake up?
Marvin, after having his morning snack, will be going in to check on Jade, make sure she's where she's supposed to be.
Okay, how do you do that?
Just go over to her room. Not. Hello.
She did let you know she wouldn't be there.
Oh, she wasn't. Okay. Then he will give her a call.
Then ring, Jade.
I will answer the phone.
Good evening.
Good evening. What's up?
So where are you going? Don't want everybody running by themselves. You know how it is. They don't like it when we do that.
I just got some food and am hanging out here. I can head back to the Haven whenever, unless somebody wants to drive over and pick me up.
I will come and get you a moment. Let me leave a message for Victoria, and I will be there momentarily.
Sounds good.
Can I overhear any of that?
I'm not being stealthy about it.
I'll say you catch like little bits and pieces through the walls.
Okay. I'm gonna open the door while Johan's figuring.
Oh, good evening.
Good evening. Are you Was that Jade or Victoria?
That was Jade. I'm getting ready to go get Jade, bring her back.
Awesome.
Send message to Victoria to let him know what I'm getting ready to do.
Awesome. Listen, Johan and I know who did it.
You know, interesting.
It is the Seneschal.
Oh.
I need you to, if you're going to talk to Victoria anyway, Johan's trying to figure something out. Somebody's done something to my ghoul, but she's in the drunk tank. So I'm going to go pick her up. I'll bring Johan with me. So we're done. But can you tell Victoria to tell his grandsire to watch out? Also, these pieces of jewelry that make you frenzy, there's 5 of them, and we've only found 2.
Okay.
So
we found the 2 that have been used up?
yes. It also sounds like they are single use.
Okay.
Johan didn't exactly frenzy, although it wasn't great. I don't know if the thing that Jade found in whatever that corpse was, or I don't know if that's the same thing. I don't know if that's one of the 5 or not. I'd say assume it's not for now. Assume the worst. Also, I imagine Jade might make the connection between the tarot cards and Lavinia. If she asks about it, I would appreciate if you would tell her that I am going to investigate, but my current suspicion is that somebody's trying to frame Lavinia. But I will investigate it, and if it is Lavinia, then she's not getting a free pass. You don't mind telling her that.
I think in the last episode, in the messages, I had mentioned that Lavinia used those tarot cards.
You did say that explicitly.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I would say, hey, maybe if she asks about it, tell her I am going to investigate. Also, tell her that if whenever we meet up again, if she needs a hug, I will provide it. Thank you.
Okay.
Safe travels.
Johan, were you gonna do that?
Yes. Did there? Yes.
I don't see it.
The roll.
There it is,
just
man.
went through.
Yep. Okay. You poke around for a while, but you don't really find anything weird. You don't find a file saved on there. All the apps that are on there are apps that you put on there.
Okay, he's going to delete his data and stick his phone in a cabinet with a pillow over it while they go out.
Okay.
Because if it's recording him using a mechanism he doesn't understand, he doesn't trust it not to keep tabs on them.
Fair. And Victoria, what do you do first thing?
Is it like another snuggle puddle like it was with my grandsire, or like what?
Samar stayed in the bed, but she is no touchy.
Okay, cool, bet.
Oh my god, what?
Hi.
You can almost feel her roll her eyes even though she's facing away from you.
Uh-huh, perfect.
And then she just kind of flips herself over to look at you.
So who do you think's gonna frenzy tonight?
I don't know. What'd you guys figure out?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I'm not one of the nerds.
Okay, but the nerds tell you everything.
I haven't checked my phone yet. I was enraptured by a beautiful woman laying beside me.
Uh-huh. Enraptured.
Totally taken aback.
Yeah, irresistible.
Finger.
Bite.
Worth it. Love it.
Can you...
I'm looking. Where the fuck did my clothes go? Look for a suit jacket.
I think they're in the living room.
Get up and just go to the living room looking for a suit jacket where his phone would be. No. Check it in the living room, not near her first.
It's gonna get up out of bed and just watch you from the doorway.
Check phone. What do I have on phone? What did Marvin tell me?
Marvin, were you gonna call or text?
Marvin was going to send text.
He said text.
No. Just going to go pick up Jade. Shoot, now I'm blanking.
I told you to tell him to tell his grandsire that Otto did it, and there's 3 more of the jewelry that makes you frenzy.
How to word?
Yeah, how to word it is up to you, but
nerds say special jewelry has 3 more, potentially 2, considering. I'm trying to find the right way to say this without also being offensive or being.
Come on. We're all watching you.
I know.
No
That's
pressure.
do you want out of character advice?
Please.
You could just say, tell her it's Otto. Because that's not Masquerade breaching at all, and very clear.
I will add that in at the bottom. And just with a frown emoji.
Okay.
Send.
I understand like 2 things in this text message, so
Here, give me.
nah, it's cool.
You trust me?
I trust you for a lot of things.
Breaking my heart, Victoria.
That is unfortunately a normal side effect of time with me. I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
A little sorry. Anyways, it's Otto is what they've uncovered for sure. That's the only clear thing in here.
You sure?
They're sure. Nerds usually don't miss. Oh, did your hate boner for Clan Tremere just rise up?
I know that's always been up.
Right. But now we're coming up with proof. I'm gonna text Marvin back. Bet. Don't understand most of that. Just pick me up when you're picking up Jade.
Just have, like the Ventru asshole.
So what?
Didn't the Ventru asshole get picked up?
I think so. Sophia and Johan went to go do something. I don't fucking know.
Whatever happened with that?
No idea. I was busy dealing with other things with the other parts of my coterie.
Can you roll me wits insight real quick?
Sure. Happy to. That's one of my, that's actually, I think, my best roll.
Yeah.
Is this the one where we click the skill or we click the attribute?
Skill, then yeah, skill.
Insight. You said, wits?
Yeah.
Not using a power, right?
Mm-mm.
Submit. Boom. There you go.
4. She's not really trying to hide it.
Right.
Or else I'd roll for her. You can tell that whatever she is not saying is not personal dislike. It is the specifically squashed sense of I know something you don't know.
Are we trading stuff? Besides, you know, fluids?
Hmm. I'm in a really sticky situation, and then not just, you know, fluids.
What, are you helping Clan Tremere?
No, that one's actually new to me. Kind of had my suspicions.
Well, one, like, if there's one fact that goes beyond all things in our entire culture, and that is you can't trust Clan Lasombra and you can't trust Clan Tremere. So, sames.
Yeah.
But are you bound by prestation not to talk about things?
I'd be kind of said a fuck you to prestation, and I'm kind of waiting for that to come back on my head, but you know,
Stick with me, you'll be safe.
When that asshole was in custody, I wasn't really that worried about it, if you know what I'm saying.
The Ventru?
Someone else in custody recently?
You know, I have to pay attention to all the stuff. Come on.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. I don't care who's in trouble. Generally. It's like, is it my coterie? Is it Paramore? Then I don't give a fuck. But you're in trouble. Newly. Well, not new. Just occasional Paramore. Let Victorio help you. Let me help you.
You know what?
Sincerely, seriously. You've been cool to Johan. You've always been cool with me. We're sassy little bitches together who sometimes have fun. I consider you a friend. You're not coterie level friend, but you're still a friend.
Okay. A few days ago, little venture shit called in a boon, asking me to go into the sewers and clean up a mess.
Did you kill the Nosferatu Elder?
Nope.
Okay, cool. Did you see who did?
No, but I was supposed to clean up that.
What do you mean supposed to? How do you, like, you either do clean up or you don't clean up?
I didn't clean it up. I left it for someone to find.
So you're the reason all these plans are coming to light, is what you're telling me. You're the mastermind genius of, no, look at this fuck shit.
I don't really think mastermind genius is the word for it, considering you don't know what's
Take the
going
fucking
on. Yes.
Take the compliment some more.
Yes.
Just take the compliment.
We have
Is it so
way
hard?
less information if I hadn't maybe broken a boon.
That's okay. So So
I'm just trying not to be fucked in the bad way, you know?
yeah, no, I
But
feel
also
that.
not trying to fuck the city.
Right. Well, so there was some sloppiness, and the frenzy's being transmitted via jewelry, and we think there's still 2 out there, because 2 have been used. One was you saw one last night, and well, actually no. I think we got it off her before there. Anyways, one's in custody of Coterie, so there's 2 left.
All jewelry?
I think so. That's what the nerds say.
Okay. Well, I guess don't try to propose to me or I'll kick you in the face.
Listen,
Like, you know.
you're good. You're not settled down for all eternity good, okay?
Oh, wow. Fuck you. You can go home now, thanks.
Oh, fuck off. Neither am I to you. Don't even act like I'm the best that you've ever had.
I mean, you're cute, but kind of stupid.
That's right. I am. You just remember what I'm good for. Goodbye, Smooch. For your good friend Victoria?
Oh my god, fine. She just like grabs you by the face. Kisses entirely too hard.
Perfect.
Then like herds you to the door.
Yeah, there's totally gonna be like upper lip bite, and then as she's kissing way too hard, just to reciprocate the hardness, and then slipping on clothes as I'm being pushed out of her haven. And then I wait for Marvin. I will go somewhere not Samar's haven, and then tell him where he can pick me up. Close, always in public.
So Marvin, what do you do? Are you heading?
Well, Marvin's going to go grab Victoria, then go get Jade, whoever's closest at this point.
Jade's closest. Matt needs dinner.
Okay, Jade is close enough.
Where do you tell him to pick you up, Jade?
I probably am not too far from Addie's place. Probably just down the street.
Okay. So you give him that address.
Yeah.
Say it's like 15 minutes away. Addie lives in the city, so you're heading in that direction. Johan, what are your plans for the evening?
Try and track down the sheriff. Figure out where they went missing.
Okay.
I kind of voluntold him to come with me to pick up Eileen.
Yes.
Okay.
Do I have the prince's number?
Probably under this better be an emergency kind of.
Yeah, I think this qualifies. Johan, could you call the prince, please?
Oh yeah, I would have texted my grandsire, be like, they say it's Otto.
Okay.
Very cautiously calls the prince, immediately passes the phone back to Sophia.
Meanwhile, I'm just out here texting emojis.
About 2 rings in, the phone gets answered. I heard.
Oh, excellent. Do you have any orders at this point? / do you know where the sheriff is?
The sheriff is not here yet. I have not heard from him yet tonight. He was looking for Ulrich.
I left a voicemail, but keeping it safe, and vague. But
You're missing the subtext question. Where is Ulrich?
Oh, he left his books at the Haven and a note that he would see us later, ?
What does that mean?
I don't know. as I have just demonstrated, I'm not always great at picking up on the subtext.
He was supposed to meet with his primogen. He did not make it. I also cannot find his primogen.
Fuck.
Ideas.
I'm sorry, my ghoul was taken captive based on Google alerts.
I didn't ask you to find him. I asked you if you had ideas.
I don't have any ideas. I might.
Okay.
I might.
Hangs up. You can call her back or let it stand.
Oh, I'm gonna let it stand.
Okay.
I'm not gonna push my luck. Johan, can you be ready to go in 10 minutes?
Will do.
All right. I'm going to close the door because I have to do this in isolation, and I'm going to take those 10 minutes to kind of fool around in the abyss a little bit, pull out little ghosty, and put it in some like basically like a bit of fish net. This is the blinding the alloy eye ceremony. I'm supposed to make the rouse check now, but the roll is to whether or not it works when it comes up.
Okay. So go ahead and rouse check.
So that I won't know. I won't know if it's functional until it's too late.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's actually kind of clever. Hey,
yeah,
are you any hungrier?
There's a lot of rituals like that. I like that. Ones where it's like, it's an instant use, but you have to prep it. You don't know if you prepped it right or not until you use it.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
All right. So we have...
And then we're driving to pick up Eileen.
Okay. Victorio, you are just waiting for a ride from Marvin? Or are you?
Yep. Just catching up on my social medias, seeing who's still bummed about the lack of concert, checking with my booking agent to see if we've arranged the makeup date. Business as usual, because you got to take your craft seriously.
You reschedule that concert.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Then we will...
By the way, at the start of this campaign, somebody asked me what style of music Victoria's band is, and driving around for 10 hours today, I think I figure it's a wonderful mix of hymn and Sleep Token.
Nice.
I can imagine that immediately.
Right?
Good job. So Marvin, you're going to pick up Jade first. Did you want to have any conversation in the car?
How was your night? More day?
It was good. I just needed a break from everything going on with what happened last night. It was
Are
a
we
lot.
not pretty enough for you?
I mean, you can make yourself pretty.
I make myself pretty on a daily basis, even when I'm not trying.
You're always pretty.
But seriously, you all right?
I'm more okay than I thought I would be.
Okay.
Yeah. I want to figure out who exactly did it, but still feel more okay than I thought I would.
Okay. And with that, Marvin pulls out his phone, checking his maps, but texting Victorio. Jade, red flag, question mark, send.
100% emoji.
And then continues to go pick up Victorio.
Okay.
After putting in the address that he was given.
Perfect. All right. Then Sophia and Johan, you're heading to the police station?
Yep. I definitely heard PlayStation for a second and was like, what?
You are going
Yeah.
into the gaming console?
Yeah.
Tiny
It wouldn't
electronic,
work.
no.
It wouldn't work for me. Actually, a joystick might work. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Whose card do you take?
One of the princes, because mine still I've not had a chance to fix mine because I haven't had Eileen be able to go fix the ring and get the side view mirror fixed.
Okay. So you get to the police station. You've been there 1,000 times before. You know your way around. Everybody knows you're there, so you can just kind of slide past the front desk without too many questions.
Oh, actually, I'm going to ask Johan to wait in the car.
Okay.
Just since they don't know you. No offense.
Okay.
And I'm going to leave my phone with you. And say, if you see anything, let the others know.
Will do. Yeah, because Johan does not have his own phone.
Correct. I assume that I noticed or you told me that you didn't have your phone on you. So that's why.
I think Johan told her.
Yep.
Johan, are you super slouched down in the car, and that's why we're getting Nelson from Home Improvement?
Wilson, yeah. Do you guys have any? Is that it for the conversation? And then before.
I mean, if Johan wants to chit chat, I will. But I'm not in a chit chatting mood. But I won't be rude if he is.
I don't think Johan is either.
I don't think Johan's usually in a chit chat mood.
Johan was staked.
He's still just recovering.
Johan's chit chatty. You just gotta talk to him about stuff he's into, like science.
So you kind of see the door to your Paul's office pop open as he sees you through like the little frosted glass entrance. He nods his head and then just leads you right to one of the little side cells, isolated from the other ones. It's not like your typical barred cell. It's actually got like a big observation window and a door. So, you know, it's the treat them gently interrogation room style. And Eileen is there, like 6 empty coffee cups spread out in front of her, handcuffed to the desk. But Paul, like, unlocks the door and lets you in.
You okay, dear? Let's talk in the car. Sorry, what did you say?
Roll me wits awareness. We'll just do wits awareness really quick.
Sure.
If you want to like give her a once over before you
Sure.
I'll stay out of there. If not, that's fine. That's fine. You don't have to. She looks tired.
Yeah, I mean, she's clearly not okay, but...
Clothes wrinkled.
Actually,
Wrist a
so
little red.
just picked up for public intoxication. She's not like a crazy drinker, partier, right?
No. You actually have never really known her to drink.
Yeah, I assumed that someone has fucked with her. Okay.
Poor Eileen.
So we're going to talk about that more in the car.
Paul unlocks the handcuffs. Just kind of like surrenders her to you. Like he doesn't... Whatever he dealt with this afternoon, he just doesn't want to anymore.
Does she have any possessions elsewhere?
Mm-mm.
All right. Thank
She
you,
wasn't
Paul.
even wearing shoes. Those are from the lost and found.
Well, thank you for taking care of her. I'll make sure she gets home safe.
Yep, you owe me.
I know.
Bye.
I think cloud memory would be worse than just leaving, so we're just gonna leave. I had to think it through.
Fair.
Look, I have this toy and I want to use it.
Listen, clearly it was ghosts that arrested Eileen.
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta call someone else.
How do you like guide her by an arm? Do you just wait for her to follow you?
I'll take her by the arm.
Okay.
I
She
think
seems
might be
kind of
able to-
unsteady on her feet.
Yeah, I thought she might be. Backseat or shotgun?
I think I'm gonna be sick.
Backseat.
Who called you?
Contact of mine here.
Shit.
We'll talk more in the car, okay?
Can we get a bucket for her?
You're in the car.
Yeah. Like, is there something in the car that she can be sick into that isn't just the floor of the car?
No.
Oh dear.
If you gotta spew in this.
I feel like I would have an evidence. I'm gonna give her whatever the largest size evidence bag I have is when we get to the car. I probably have like a 1 gallon Ziploc, basically.
Okay. It's creative problem solving. It's fine.
Hey, if she spews, it's evidence.
I mean, could be toxicology. I don't know what kind of magic Johan can work.
She just kind of like goes with the flow. Like when the car door is open, she just sort of melts into it.
I forget. Johan, can you drive?
I don't have dots in it, but he can drive.
I'm gonna drive out of paranoia then. In case, like, I don't know, maybe Otto tries to run us off the road, right? Or one of his minions or whatever. How far from the police station is the Haven? Like pretty close, right?
Yeah, relatively close.
Okay, then I'm gonna wait to talk to her. I'm gonna say, hey, we're gonna talk more at home, okay? Johan, try calling the sheriff again.
Johan will try calling the sheriff again and then immediately hot potato the phone to Sophia, like last time.
I'm driving. Put it on speaker, please.
Okay, puts the phone on speaker and is silent.
In the like cup holder. Yeah, that's fine. Just
keeps it as far away from himself as possible.
yeah.
I'm having no part of this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make sure you get credit for this.
It's only
not you, buddy.
It's only been, like 25 minutes. The sheriff doesn't answer.
Yeah, I assume
this
not.
time either. Eileen kind of groggily puts her face against the car window and nods off a little. You call Michael?
Yeah.
Yep, he also doesn't answer.
Yeah, I assume. I'm not convinced Michael's alive, so but that's not my problem. I mean, unless sheriff tells me it's my problem, then it's my problem.
The sheriff is also our problem, I think, as in finding out what happened to.
Yeah. In the meantime, let's go home.
Okay, you head back to the Haven. Marvin! You've reached your destination.
You have reached your destination. On the left. Pulls up. Goes out, opens door.
Oh, thank you. You didn't have to do that.
I know, I'm feeling generous.
Slides on in.
Closes the door behind Victoria. Returns to the driver's seat.
Hey, Jade. How you doing?
I'm okay.
Don't fucking lie to me.
You wanna try to subterfuge? A little manipulation subterfuge? Convince your friends that you're fine?
Sure.
You can do persuasion if you want instead.
What do you roll to convince yourself you're fine?
You're a vampire. You're never fine.
I guess I'd be like, I guess it'd be composure.
Yeah, maybe. Quicker resolve.
I'm not asking to change this roll. I'm just. It was an interesting question to me. I'm not trying to argue to make Jade roll something else.
And Marvin or Victorio, if you want to.
Would that be insight?
Yeah.
You said manipulation, subterfuge, or?
Yep, manipulation, subterfuge, or persuasion.
Burp.
Marvin's focused on driving as he should be.
Okay. Marvin, you said you weren't really convinced before. You're not convinced now, but you don't have any actual proof in terms of how she sounds or how she's acting that she's not fine. You can assume whatever you want, but you don't have any actual evidence. Victorio, you can tell she is not really fine. Yeah. Why would she be fine?
Exactly. Don't fucking lie to me.
I'm upset about what happened.
Yeah.
I want to know who did it, and I want to do something about it.
I feel that. Well, if everything is currently, if all things are correctly pointing, it was apparently some kind of combination of Lavinia and probably Otto. Because there's the weird jewelry thing, and there was Lavinia's tarot card. I don't know. I keep telling you, you can't trust the Lasombra. One of these days, you'll believe me.
Lavinia was the only one
who knew, right?
That I know of who knew.
Yeah, exactly. And she told you had to fix it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you didn't fix it.
No.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I could be completely wrong. It could be a big swerve that they put one of Lavinia's tarot cards in your mom. I mean, could be just a big swerve to frame, but why would they go through that effort?
That would be a lot of effort.
How would they have found out about your mom? So I don't see how it's not in some way, shape, or form Lavinia. I'm just saying. Just saying. I could be wrong. I could be wrong.
You're right about a lot of things.
I don't know about that. I just have good hunches.
Yeah. Fair.
Some kind of Lasombra Tremere crossover event? I don't know. Fucking Avenge Nerds or some fucking stupid thing. Maybe it was ghosts.
Probably ghosts. They do seem to be a problem.
They sure do. I mean, throwing books. How dare.
Or have their spiritual heads.
I don't know how ghosts work. Anyways, what are we up to tonight, guys? We gonna try to full on freaking mystery machine this shit and get it done, or what? Because I mean, I'm batting 2 for 2 right now this weekend, and I don't know who number 3 is going to be. I know it's for sure not going to be Lavinia.
Always wanted to be that part of the meddling kid.
That vile temptress. It could be Lavinia. I'll distract her.
Yeah, 8 pucks are perfectly viable.
Just keep her schmoozed, and then Jade comes from behind. High lower. That's a thing, right?
In multiple ways.
Listen, I'm a lover. I am not a fighter. So if you need me to be pretty, sassy, or socially annoying, I got you. That's about it. That's what I got. Oh, and detecting people's bullshit, but Anyways, where's Johan and Sophia? I feel like this is 2 nights in a row now that, you know, they've been split away from the group. Are they investigating something else now? Like, what's the haps?
Did Sophia tell me that you're on the way to go get Eileen? I can't remember.
I think I did, and I think I told I don't remember what I said either. That my intent was to tell you, and my intent was to tell you that we were all going to meet up back at the Haven.
Okay.
Hey Marvin, you receive a text message.
Okay.
From Remy.
Oh. Hello.
It just says the park.
Oh. Reply time? Question mark?
8 o'clock.
It is currently.
You got like 30, 40 minutes.
Okay.
Okay, what?
Just got a message from Remy.
Cool. How's
Said
Remy
the
doing?
park- I don't know. Just at the park at 8 o'clock.
Word. Okay, cool. Sounds like a plan.
But before that, I was saying, Sophia said they found Eileen at the police office, I think? Or
Yeah, I said we were picking her up from the drunk tank.
From the drunk tank, yeah.
Huh. Good for her.
And that they would meet back at the Haven.
It's always the quiet, like, not party ones that always go the hardest because they don't know how to handle it.
I wouldn't know.
You've never been drunk, ever. Ever.
No. Maybe once or twice.
Cool, we're fixing that. When things are more calm and not everything's on fire, dog, gif, this is fine, etc., blah.
And you were giving Johan shit for going on side quests.
I literally just said when this is wrapped up.
This is a noble side quest. It's okay.
It'll be the main quest later.
When there is time for side quests, we will side quest.
Anyway, so divert towards the park.
No. We're gonna go pick up Sophia and Johan.
Okay, just making sure we had time.
This party split ends. There is treachery afoot, and it will not stand. And by it will not stand, I'm gonna sit there and be sassy while Sophia murders it.
You are wonderful at that.
I'm not going to violate the 6th tradition.
I dare say I can get it.
So,
do I have Lavinia's number? Or, sorry.
I was just saying,
we're going
to
to the Haven to pick you guys up. So,
Okay.
Yeah. I just realized, do I have Lavinia's number or a ghoul to contact her through?
Yes. Yes.
All right. The last phone call I'm going to make before we get there is that. And by make, I mean tell Johan to make. Yeah, on the way back to the Haven. I want to do this before. And I'm going to indicate shush to both Johan and Eileen.
Okay.
Still going to do it on speaker because I am not going to be a distracted driver any more than I have to be.
Nah, ruin one of the prince's cars. It'll be fine.
Eileen is mostly unconscious right now, so she's not gonna make it.
Yeah. Yeah.
The Lavinia answers in like the third, or someone answers for her on like the 3rd ring or so. She kind of sounds surprised as she answered the phone, like, "Are you in trouble?"
No, but I need to speak to her.
Yeah, what do you want? On a scale of 1 to 10, how private is this?
4.
All right, speak.
Someone close to our mutual ward has been killed. So I don't remember if I ever got told that Lavinia knew about this person. I know I never learned that it was Jade's mom. So I'm gonna say, okay, yeah. So I didn't know that Lavinia knew. Okay. A tarot card like Lavinia's was left there. Possible frame job. I don't think I knew that it was inside her, so I also just, because I just got sent a picture of it. Also, unrelated, related to the more dire business, don't accept any strange jewelry, and under no circumstances trust the seneschal.
There's kind of like a long pause, and then like the phone changes hands. And then you hear Lavinia's voice.
Mm-hmm.
I have so many fucking questions.
Then ask them.
You start over then.
Sure. Someone close to Jade, a mortal, was killed.
Sure.
A tarot card like yours was left at the scene.
Uh-huh.
So I assume frame job. Unless you did do it, in which case I would appreciate knowing that, because Jade will never know that you did it, but it will save, sheriff department resources. So did you do it?
No.
Okay.
So, like I said, thinking of.
I don't know. She just said someone close to her. I wasn't there, so I don't know. Who are you thinking of?
Sounds like a conversation me and Jade should have.
Fair enough. As for the other thing, so the thing causing the frenzy is some kind of blood sorcery jewelry. There are 5 pieces of it. 2 have been found. Using some Auspex powers, Johann saw Otto making them.
That's hardly evidence. But I never really liked that little shit.
Well, I trust him with my own life, so...
I'm not saying I don't.
That's fair, but you just said it wasn't evidence.
You're gonna get accused of seneschal or something. It better be good.
Oh, I'm not accusing him of anything. I'm informing my Primogen of a lead. I will say, if you see the sheriff, let me know, because he is currently missing.
Missing or
Also,
busy?
Lowercase m missing. So I don't know.
Ah, so your promotion isn't coming quite yet.
Let's hope not. Also, somebody fucked with my ghoul. I'm handling that, but I just thought you should know. And I don't have more details as to how. Somebody fucked her up with some kind of intoxicants. I'll learn more once she sobers up. But anyway, I just thought you should know that, someone's messing with us. And I think somebody's trying to frame you for murder. I mean, human murder, so to some extent, who cares? But also somebody close to, someone under your care, so it's kind of a big deal.
Yeah, I'll deal with that later. Thanks for letting me know.
I'm going to see Jade in a few minutes. Is there anything you want to tell her?
I think it's me.
I don't know. She went to visit a friend, so I've not spoken to her directly since then, but she hasn't... her exact words were something along the line of, "These are like the cards Lavinia uses," not, "I think Lavinia did this." So I assume she's smart enough to know when somebody's trying to play her. So I hope she doesn't think it's you, but I don't know.
Get here and find out, won't you?
Sure thing. I'll just text that to you, or have it texted to you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. Anything else I can do for you, my Primogen?
I'll see if I can find out what the sheriff has been busy with.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Good evening.
Beep. And you arrive at the Haven.
Sweet. I'm gonna ask Johan, let's each take an arm to carry her.
Understood.
The second she's jostled, she kind of wakes up and sort of like doesn't really struggle, but kind of wiggles free
Just
to walk on her own. Like
Okay,
you could easily just move her if you wanted to, but she's.
I will let her walk on her own, but I'm gonna be like uncomfortably close so that if she starts to fall, I'm just like.
She doesn't. It seems a struggle, but she makes it inside of the Haven just fine.
All right. Are the others here yet?
Not quite yet. You have a few minutes, just based on where everyone was.
All right. So what do you remember?
Johan, are you at all looking at Eileen?
Johan is watching the proceedings. There's not much else going on.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, and since you know I am an interrogator, I want to be clear. I've sat her on the couch. Actually, sorry. Before I ask her anything, I feed her, so I should make a rouse check.
Okay.
And if we have any human food in the house, I'll offer it to her.
There's probably like some non-perishables, like crackers and peanut butter or something.
Yeah, just for Masquerade safety.
Okay. Don't get any hungrier.
I'm a queen of
Johan,
rouse checks.
You really are.
I think I failed like 2.
Johan, Sophia, now that she's kind of in a more familiar surroundings, to you at least, if you want to kind of roll another wits awareness to give her a once over to get some clues, you're welcome to. In the meantime, she takes the blood offered, no hesitation, takes a cracker and sort of nibbles on it, like she doesn't really want it, but...
Oh, also water. Yeah. I don't ask about the water, I just bring it.
Whatever you hand her, she just consumes.
Yeah.
To the best of her current ability. As she sits there and as she talks, Sophia, you notice there's like some sort of greenish yellow coloring, like around one of her eyes, around her wrists. Like she's not human, so you can imagine that might have been bruises a day or so ago. There's also a bruise sort of on the inside of her arm. And she's wearing the same clothes she was probably wearing yesterday. They're wrinkled, they're a little stretched, a little torn.
Are they the ones, Johan, I guess you could observe, were they, oh, I saw her 2 nights ago. Are they the same ones from 2 nights ago, or are they different from those?
It's like the same shirt, different pants.
Okay, so it wasn't like she started to go home and then got. Okay. There was a little bit of time in between.
As she sits there, you asked her what happened, right?
Mm-hmm.
So long.
I think I asked her what she can remember, but yeah.
Okay. She sits there gnawing on a cracker and says, I don't know what day it is.
I give her the date and time.
I was at home, and some people came knocking. They said they were detectives. They didn't really... I guess they looked like detectives. They were just in clothes, normal clothes. So they had some questions about something that happened at the art gallery the night before. They showed me a badge. It wasn't like yours, and it wasn't like Paul's. It was some kind of crest or I don't really remember.
What kind of roll would I need to make to see if this sounds like Second Inquisition?
Intelligence. That's tough. So
politics, maybe?
I would say politics or streetwise.
I'll take streetwise because I'm better at that.
I was outnumbered and I didn't want to worry Alyssa, so I just I went with them. They're just in a car. Everything's weird after that. I was in a warehouse and they had questions. I told Alyssa not to call you. She didn't call you.
She didn't. I called her. She didn't call me.
Something was weird and it fell off, so I chucked my phone out. I think they took like my computer, but it wasn't the right computer. It was a different computer. I don't use that one. Doing stuff for you. I was like tied to a chair. I don't really remember. Everyone was asking me so many questions, and I don't even remember how I got out. Where was I?
Okay. You were at the police station. My contact didn't book you, so there's no record that you were there. So you got dropped off at the police station. Or, well, more accurately, you were found... you were arrested for public intoxication.
Jeez.
So you were almost certainly drugged. Or something supernatural.
You could tell kind of as the blood you gave her starts to sort of kick in, she's getting a little more clear. With your role, I mean, Second Inquisition is normally it's law enforcement a lot of the times. She didn't give you enough of a description for you to really identify what the badge might have been, but it is kind of, at least in terms of what you've heard about what to look out for, government organizations, law enforcement, anything kind of off the books, kind of unofficial.
Yeah,
so we'll check some of those boxes.
Yeah. Johan, do you have the stuff here to do a blood draw?
Let me get the materials from my lab.
I realized I should have asked this before. I gave her some of my vitae, but I didn't want her to suffer.
Hey, Johan, do you science? Do you even science, bro?
Is it okay? Is it okay?
And Johan is gonna come back with the needle and tube and bag and everything.
Yeah. Is it okay if Johan takes a sample so we can try to figure out what they ran in your blood?
Yeah.
Alright. And Johan is going to do a little blood draw from her arm, get a vial of blood.
Okay.
And I'll say, Alyssa, while he's doing this, partly just distract her. I don't know how she is about having her blood drawn. I need to be distracted. Alyssa, was worried about you. Do you want to call her from my phone?
Not until
Text her? What do you want to...
not until I know who we know what's going on.
Okay.
You're gonna kill me.
Am I going to kill you?
Yeah.
No. I mean, not now, not for this. I have no intention of killing you.
Wait,
I can't promise anything.
Like, when were you gonna kill me?
I have no intention of ever killing you if I can avoid it. Maybe, I mean, depending on how you consider the embrace, and that's a thing, that's a very down the road thing. But, which for the record, if I were to embrace you, it would only be with your consent. I'm not intending to kill you. I have a strong sense of self-preservation. So if I absolutely had to, I'm not going to lie and tell you that there are no situations in which I would kill you. But I have never had it even an inkling that I would ever need to kill you, and I don't. And for what it's worth, someone who is probably a sociopath, would feel horrible if I had to do that.
Oh, okay.
The least reassuring reassurance.
I have some regrets and kind of hope I don't remember this conversation.
Would you like to not remember this conversation?
It's not an option. I don't want to really go around wondering if this is the day. You know?
Cloud memory.
Just kind of like freezes mid-nibble on Cracker.
Do I have... I don't think... Actually... Because it's like the last few minutes. I don't know how granular I can get. I'm going to try to make her forget just the part about me killing her. So if I have to like wait a few minutes to cloud memory her first, I'll do that.
I'm not going to be...
Okay. I don't want her to forget the whole conversation. I just want her to forget the part that she doesn't want to remember.
Okay. And that'll be about the time that Marvin and Jade and Victorio pull up to the Haven.
7 bricks, 2 cares now.
I mean, I've done 3 bricks.
Okay, then, so you
4?
did 3. So 4 bricks, 2 cares.
Okay. Okay.
I feel like Eileen needs a care.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a better freaking Dominator too, but let's not get into that.
Honestly, you know, the fact that she even asked means she probably knows what she's in for. It's fine. Johan, were you gonna run tests like now,
Yeah,
or are you just gonna?
He's gonna take the blood vial and take it back to his lab while Sophie is giving the world's most awkward reassurance. I think even Johan is unsettled by this. And this also, can I add my laboratory bonus of 2 to like centrifuge the blood?
I'm honestly, as one of the carers, I'm just gonna let this like happen and say that you had the specific toxicology test that you would need. It is basically she has like a cocktail of sedatives and hypnotics and yeah. There's like 4 different drugs in her system. Some of them are longer lasting than others. If you want to roll intelligence medicine, you can probably... I can give you some ideas about who might use it. But otherwise... It is not a therapeutic cocktail, if you know what I'm saying. Like, it's not a mixture used when the safety of the patient is really in mind. It makes people very sleepy, very pliable, very uninhibited, which is often used in like interrogations.
It looks like somebody else was picking our brains before you.
Well, they might have to pick up their brains once I'm done with them. Thank you, Johan. Anything more specific you can give me?
They're all very
Several
controlled
different
substances.
barbiturates.
It's not like something you could just pick up at the Walgreens. It's like Class C, like controlled substances.
Who date raped Eileen?
I'm just eating my crackers, man.
Part of what we're trying to figure out. Johan, did you detect anything supernatural?
Nothing supernatural, but this looks almost CIA grade.
CIA.
Let me take a look over it.
I keep telling you guys to stop talking about shit on the phones.
I believe this is a phenomenon the youth refer to as victim blaming, Victorio.
Oh, I'm not blaming Eileen.
Well, that's good at least.
Thanks, bud.
Yep. Anyways, park 10 minutes. Get in the car. Eileen, I recommend a cold bath and then a hot shower and nap, and as much as it's gonna suck, more food. I have snacks in my room. Enjoy. Why? Because we're trying to solve the shit.
Why
Also,
the park?
electrolytes.
Because next chain of info is at the park. To the park. Get in the fucking car.
Back in the fucking car.
I'll be fine.
Before, does anybody have a phone they don't need right now? Do we have a landline?
Yeah, you do.
Okay. You can use the phone if you need, and I'm gonna hand her one. I'm gonna grab one of my spare guns from the room. Lock the door. If it's not us, don't open.
I don't know how to use a gun.
Better to have it than not have it.
Okay.
Did you guys like draw the ire and attention and bring enemies straight to our house?
I don't think so, but it's better to be safe than sorry.
You don't know if you were tailed?
We weren't tailed, but that doesn't mean they don't. But somebody killed somebody Jade cares about. Somebody fucked with my ghoul. The Seneschal is making some kind of probably praxis play. Who the fuck knows?
Maybe the person at the park.
Then let's go to the fucking park.
Yes, that's what I keep saying. But you keep nodding.
2 cars.
2 car. Whatever, Sophia. Whatever.
All right, Sophia's gonna get in the car she was in earlier.
Okay. Heading to the park.
Huh?
Who is in my car?
Not me.
Marvin's driving the same car he's been driving.
Johannes.
I'm with Marvin and Victorio.
All right.
Bring in 2.
Actually, real quick, I assume I know where. Or, I'm gonna follow them. I'll follow them.
What? Okay.
Yeah, that's where you're like, we're taking 2 cars. Like, cool.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's not just one park, but
I'm following them. Yeah. Do I need to make a drive check to follow them? Why would I ask that?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
Marvin, try to lose her. Drive off. Go.
Hey, Marvin, are there evasive maneuvers?
No. Victoria does not tell Marvin.
Then you should, with all of your vampire reaction time, be able to make the same turns.
Okay, cool. I also feel like I have a pretty good idea of where we're going. At least vaguely.
Okay.
Victoria is driving and is writing down, typing. He is compiling information that he has received from various sources over the past couple days.
What information are you compiling?
Pretty much everything Samar said, lined up with what little bits I've gotten from Sophia and Johan, based off of evidence that we know, so on, so forth, etc.
Okay.
I'm coming to go meet with the Nosferatu prepared.
Doing homework.
Yes. Again, Victoria is just a stupid pretty face. He doesn't...
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Marvin, you would know that because he's so skittish. You've had to meet with Remy in the park before, so you know to go to the playground with the big swings, not the little kid swings, the big swings. You don't see them, but with your aspects. Do you have aspects?
Yes.
Okay. I thought so.
The sense of the unseen.
That's the one. You can tell someone's waiting for you there. Johan and Sophia, do you get right out of the car to join them, or?
Yep. Johan does.
Okay.
I am about to slam the door, and then I stop myself.
Okay.
Marvin sees them get out of the car, just...
Mm-hmm.
And he goes over to the big swings, not the little swings, not the kid swings.
You see the little, like, shadow of a man look both ways, up and down. You see the silhouette of his head swivel as he checks his surroundings before his obfuscate fades away. He still looks kind of like a dude. You know he's not wearing his real face.
Mm-hmm.
But you also know it's definitely Remy. How far back is everyone else hanging?
As far back as Marvin told us to stay. Or Sophia, at least.
Where do you tell people to stay?
Close enough to be seen, far enough back to be respectful.
That's what I assume. Also, Jade, when I see you, I'm going to hold my arms out and offer a hug.
I'll take the hug.
It gets easier. But I'm so sorry.
I appreciate it.
Heartwarming words from a sociopath.
The queen of reassurance. Don't worry, it gets easier.
Look, if she's going to be a vampire, you have to learn. It's tough
It
love.
gets easier to dig your own grave.
Nope, so much easier to dig your mom.
Jade. Also, whoever did this, he was going to pay.
They will.
That's my girl.
Marvin just sits on the big swing, just gently rocking with it.
Remy looks off over your shoulder at the collection of the friends that you brought. I mean, like, really uncomfortable with this arrangement.
I know.
I thought it was just going to be you.
Everything going on lately, it's not nice to travel solo. You know what I mean?
No.
I mean, yeah, that's true.
It's always just me. It's always just me. You asked me to let you know what we found out.
Mm-hmm.
Here. Well, I know some of you can just hear me. If you can just.
I'll walk over.
Now that I've been invited, I'll walk over.
Stop.
Still leaving him distance. I stop when he says stop.
Same. Likewise.
Yeah.
Hey, Remy.
Hey. Didn't do it, boss.
You're not in trouble. Don't worry.
I'm not.
You're not in trouble.
Wait.
If you can help us, then you're in. Then
Sophia, stop. Just stop.
Word.
Just stop. You're making it worse.
Yeah.
You're making it worse.
If I can help what?
go well for you. If you can help us, then things are gonna go even great for you.
Sophia, just let him talk.
No, it's reassuring. It's reassuring. She doesn't have the power to promise anything, but it's reassuring. Listen, we went through the data on Hardison's phones, and the last messages he had were boring. But before that, there were a couple of messages that he sent the prince, and the sheriff warning about boon trading going on. Otto, the seneschal, Otto and Vincenzo were cashing in like a lot of boons on a lot of people, and then he was trying to warn, just in case something was going on behind their backs.
I'm pretty sure Otto's making a play for praxis.
Yeah. That's a way. That's a way to do it. I don't know. There were some texts from what's her name? Judith.
Judith. Yep.
Just
Vincenzo's child.
They're kind of gross messages, like how women say things, to get what they want. Sometimes it seemed like a lot of that. And then she wanted to.
I'm gonna let that slide.
And then she wanted to meet him. But
actually, no. You know what? No, Sophia would laugh. She would laugh at that.
Yeah. She wanted to meet up with him, but instead just he gave her the address of the condo. But I don't think
the comments about women saying things.
But I don't think it was really from her. We couldn't really track down the original phone number, but it didn't seem it was bounced off a couple of it doesn't matter.
Have you seen her recently?
Me? No, she doesn't talk to me.
I was using you plural, but fair enough.
I'm gonna text Judith. Judith, where you at?
And out of character, she was not at the gather, right, on the first night?
Correct.
Cool.
I talked to the rats down where Hardison was found, and they said there was a woman there. She came down, touched the ashes a little bit, like took some with her, and then just left. The rats, they don't really know names. They didn't ask her name, so they don't have names. But she had dark hair and dark pants.
That was Samar.
Okay. That was Samar. Well, what was she doing?
How do you know that was Samar?
Oh, because she told me.
Oh. When did you talk to Samar?
Dude, I spent the night with her last night.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Don't be. It was awesome. Vincenzo paid Samar to go clean up.
Meaning Vincenzo knew about this. Early.
Probably.
What? Why didn't she clean up?
She didn't say.
Fair enough.
Probably, to leave the bread trail that some fuck shit was happening.
What I assume, and I'm fine with that. I care about protecting the domain more than I care about a particular boon. I'm not the harpy.
Huh?
But, yeah.
He kind of like looks up, like he's running through stuff in his head. Like, yeah. Vincenzo. Yeah, he cashed one in against her. Yeah.
All right, so Otto, Lavinia, Vincenzo.
Lavinia.
I'm not saying Lavinia is not involved, but I have yet to find any evidence of that.
Remy's just like looking between all of you.
Marvin's just now hearing a lot of this for the first time between the two, so he's processing at the same time.
Okay, so mostly dead body, with Lavinia's tarot card, with one of Otto's pieces of jewelry on. Damn it.
Oh. And back.
With one of Otto's pieces of jewelry on said body.
I don't. Nobody cashed in anything on Lavinia. Nobody.
Remy, was there any like boon exchange, like cashing in between Vincenzo and Otto on each other?
No. Mm-mm.
Okay, so cahoots.
No.
Okay. So
nothing between them. But Wes.
So Vincenzo for sure knew something happened to Hardison because he knew where Hardison's remains were.
Yep.
Which means Vincenzo knows what happened to Hardison.
Mm-hmm.
So do we want to go confront Vincenzo? Or do we want to go confront Otto? Or do we want to just take this to the prince? Or what do we do?
I think we confront Otto. He seems to be the source.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know. See, the thing is like, and I'm not saying this in a disparaging way to any of you. Don't want you to think this. But the Venture and Tremere, the stupid High Clan bullshit, they always tend to roll together. They're like always allied. So I'm not sure which one's...
Vincenzo was a victim. Vincenzo was given one of the pieces of jewelry that forced frenzy.
So you know, when I am trying to steal cookies out of a cookie jar, but I don't want to get solely caught or suspicion drawn on me, I make sure that, you know, like, other people also cookie jar. So they're pretty much, yes, a big public display, unlike the private one that murdered Hardison, that they knew would get swept under the rug because all the other vampires are there.
I'm not saying Vincenzo is innocent. I'm just saying I know Otto was guilty.
Vincenzo paid someone to go clean up the Hardison remains, meaning he knew what had happened to Hardison.
Right now, I'm feeling Otto puppet, Vincenzo puppet master.
Who do we think we can find first?
Otto.
I don't know where either of them live.
You let Vincenzo out of custody?
Yes. Wes was not going to hold him forever.
You know, we're vampires.
Save it.
Save it. We have immortality.
Remy kind of like...
What's up, Remy?
Yes, Remy.
Why would the Seneschal risk his head by just to be Seneschal again?
Yeah. Yeah.
Who knows why the Tremere do half the shit they do?
Remy, do you have any way? Do you or anyone you know have any way of helping us know where Otto is right now?
Otto?
Yeah.
So you said West. Vincenzo also cashed in like 3 boons against West.
Okay.
Was that recent?
It was part of the big dump that Hardison was trying to warn him on the prince against.
Who's Jade? Call West.
Will do.
I'm gonna step away. I know they can hear me, but I don't want their talking. I'll basically gesture like you guys can keep talking. So let's pick up.
If we know anything that Otto's touched recently, I could potentially locate him if I could get some more blood.
Don't you guys have a Tremere?
No, he's disappeared.
He's missing. Or I guess I'm not there.
Oh shit.
Uh-huh.
Hey Remy, have you heard anybody throughout the past night or so have heard from the sheriff?
I don't really talk to the sheriff.
I know. I didn't know if you happened to come across him.
I'm texting Grandsire.
Okay. Who are you texting?
What's the sheriff's name again?
Gabriel.
Gabriel. Michael's is cool.
No one can get a hold of Gabe.
She'll text back in a second. You call Wes. He answers a couple of rings in. Like, hey, what's up? You need the room again?
No. You're not in trouble. What did Vincenzo call
Good way to start.
It's been a long night. Somebody fucked with my ghoul.
It's like 8:25.
I know. What did Vincenzo call in boons on you for?
It's a really long pause.
I'm gonna reiterate that you're not in trouble.
Literally, that's the laugh you get.
Yeah.
Not in trouble yet.
Not in trouble with me.
Not really a phone conversation, and I don't think you have the leverage to make that safe for me.
Understood. I don't know why he would swing by the club. I don't know why Gabriel would swing by the club, but if either of them do, call me, please.
Listen. Is he in trouble?
Vincenzo? I don't
Yeah.
think so, but I'm trying to determine that.
Okay, well then, you let me know if he's in trouble.
I think the answer to whether or not he's gonna be in trouble is gonna depend on the answer to your question, and that's a problem, I know.
How far away did you walk, Sophia?
Enough, not far enough away that you couldn't overhear me.
With heightened senses, can I insight Wes's? Is he in trouble?
Sure. Sure.
Pretty much, I'm trying to determine. It's like, does he want him to be in trouble? And if he is in trouble, then he'll help us? Or is it I'm protecting him, he's in trouble?
If you want to roll that too, Sophia, you can.
I think Sophia, regardless of whether or not it's correct, Sophia would interpret that as, if he's in trouble, you'll help me.
Okay.
4.
Yeah, Victoria, from the tone you can interpret. You don't have a face, obviously, but just from the tone alone, he's kind of hoping Victoria or Vincenzo is in trouble.
He is!
The prince's grandchild says he is, so.
Thanks, Victoria.
You want to meet me at the club?
Yes.
Cool.
Okay.
Also don't know why he would be there, but if Otto shows up, 1, don't trust him. 2, let me know immediately.
Okay.
See you soon.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Remy.
And,
You're like muttering cuss words as he hangs up the phone.
Yep.
Hey, Remy.
Yeah.
Is it like all some kind of like internal log you've got of all the weird boon exchanges? my lyric writing journal and a pen. It's like, any other really weird ones that stood out that you think we should know about? I'll go to hand it to Remy. Okay, well, thank you anyway.
Hey, Remy. Sorry.
Nope, go ahead, Sophia.
Remy, thank you for your help. 2 minor boons from me.
Okay.
And everyone else, I'm supposed to go meet with Wes to talk about the thing.
We're gonna go meet with Wes.
That's what I like to hear.
Appreciate you, Remy.
And just
As we leave, I reach into my pocket, get a little baggie to give it to Remy.
a bag of what?
Cheese for his rats friends.
Okay, I'll take it.
As we're leaving, gonna text Grandsire again. It's like, you know, Remy's pretty loyal. ...
She will text back as you're kind of getting back to the car that Gabe has gone looking for Ulrich. Ulrich never showed up where he was supposed to be. Have you seen him?
Haven't. He left a note. Just gonna call.
She answers
Yep.
immediately.
You're in the car at this point?
I'm in Marvin Jade car.
Okay, cool. We're driving.
So, where was he supposed to go?
Ulrich
Uh-huh.
does his primogen at the library.
I'm
Just
not trying to connect, not trying to contradict you or anything, but
just ask your questions. We are getting through this conversation as quickly as possible.
cool. So Otto and Vincenzo, maybe Lavinia, are playing a scheme, doing a thing, etc., 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 trying to be shitty and take power. We know this because Vincenzo paid to have Samar clean up a mess where nobody knew where that would be unless you did the thing.
I see.
Right? Anyways, my suspicion is that if he's still with us, he is currently incapacitated because we probably went to go talk to his people, his family, because we're on the phone and we use safe words, ma'am. And if he wasn't going to go along with it, not that he was even involved with it to begin with, probably, maybe, who knows. It's like, they probably put him on ice if they didn't outright just dispatch him. Would be my working theory.
Yeah, okay.
Vincenzo and Otto have been doing a lot of things. There was a lot of boons held over Wes, who conveniently is the person who has all the holding cells. So we're on our way to Wes's.
Interesting.
Yep, I'll keep you
I
abridged.
will call Gabe off his current task. Seems he has other doors to knock on.
They released Vincenzo, which means he's in the wind. We don't know where Otto is. So if Gabe wanted to look into that, that could maybe be helpful.
Yep. I have a list of potential locations for everyone.
Cool. Remy's been very helpful. Samar was the one who left the breadcrumbs. So she might need some political protection as well.
Something tells me you won't have to worry by the end of this evening.
Fingers fucking crossed. You know, everybody keeps saying we have all the time in the world, but sometimes immediate's a good thing.
Anything else?
I'll let you know what we find out from Wes.
Good.
Click.
Taking stuff.
So, also in that package I gave to Remy,
Yeah.
on the inside of one of the wrappers, there's a little note that says, "Tell Casper."
Okay. Cool.
I have nothing else.
All right. So I will, unless anyone wants to have conversation in the car,
I'm being a good Nepo baby.
using the powers for good, not evil.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
I gotta keep my power, therefore for good.
Perfect.
Before we go into Wes's place, I'm gonna look at Sophia and be like, all right, I need you to do this for me, Sophia, okay?
I think Ainsley is debugging her headphones. Looks like.
Okay, that's fine. I can wait.
Yeah, sorry, my headset picked a great time to die.
No, it's all good. Are you back?
Yes, I'm back.
All right, Sophia.
I'm in the car. How are you talking? In the other car. How are you talking?
We said that if nobody had anything else, we were just
okay,
gonna.
we're at.
Just gonna
Okay.
be
Then,
there.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Sophia.
Mm-hmm.
I need you to dig deep and find that bloodthirsty psychopath you are. And Vincenzo's in trouble, and I need you to really lean into that with Wes. Okay?
Understood.
Okay, cool. You are deputy sheriffing. I am not doing social. We are getting information out of Wes. I am good cop, good cop, bad cop. Good cop, bad cop. Good cop, bad cop.
Right. Just us two, please.
No. The whole group can go. It's more intimidating with numbers.
Okay, fine.
Plus, if Wes decides to pop off, it's better to have numbers.
Good point. Good point. All right, then we'll all go.
Okay. You walk in.
Hey, Wes.
The
two minor.
club,
Oh, sorry.
the
Go ahead.
club isn't closed,
Yeah, that's fine.
but it's early. There's not a ton of people there.
As long as Marvin is not masquerade breaching, it's fine.
Marvin's not allowed to be masquerade breaching when he's around Victoria.
This is true.
He has
Let
to
me
be
go ahead
pretty.
and roll that. Go ahead and roll that. Do. That's not that
Wes
one.
is kind of waiting by the bar, keeping an eye on the door, so when you all come in, his eyes sort of widen. But he catches your gaze and nods toward the back where you know the soundproof rooms are.
Could Johan get a drink? I asked Wes.
Nah.
Could? Okay, never mind then. I just know you were thirsty. All right, when you get back. 2 boons for having this conversation with us, or 2 minor boons. To start. So yeah, Vincenzo is in trouble. So what can you tell us?
Trouble for what?
Most likely a power play and quite possibly murder. Of the kind that we care of, the 6th kind. The kind of trouble where whatever secrecy his prestation might have demanded does not matter.
Okay. Fine. He knew he was coming here. He paid me to let him out if no one else did.
And the third one?
That one seemed personal.
someone. Okay, fine. Fuck it. I'll be the bad one. Wes. Someone is fucking with my grandsire's praxis. You can either be on the winning side. That's our side, by the way. Or you can fuck around with Vincenzo and be on his side. It's cool. I'm fine either way. I'm just making phone calls after every stop to the prince. So
I don't really know what the hell an old lady has to do with the praxis.
okay, cool. Thank you. Now we're getting somewhere.
Wait. Old lady who was a witness?
No, old lady that has to do with a praxis.
Yeah, don't.
Let me guess, it's that give Jade's mom's address.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Lavinia involved in any of this?
No.
Cool.
Not that I know of. I don't know what else he cashed in.
Sure. But directly. All right.
Wait, what did you have to do with the old lady?
I'm going to step between Jade and him. In case she tries to do something here.
It's just a mortal. It doesn't matter.
He paid me to kill her.
I'm just gonna step out of the way.
And put a tarot card in her?
Mm-hmm. It's a very specific detail.
Yeah. The kind that's set up to frame Lavinia. Major boon for how helpful you've been. Jade, it's not his fault. It's the one who called in the hit.
Who was she?
She is somebody very important to Jade.
Sorry. If anyone wants to inside check that.
It's just business. He's not sorry.
No.
Did Vincenzo give you any idea of how he knew about this person?
He just gave me an address.
He probably heard Lavinia and Jade talking about it at Gather. Because again, people just talk for some reason.
Gave me an address, told me to have fun, and make sure I left evidence.
All right.
How'd you get the piece of jewelry on her?
I wear clothes.
Who gave you the jewelry?
Vincenzo.
Okay, then Vincenzo's definitely in trouble.
Told you.
I can't remember if I already said it. So if I have, it's not a second one. Major boon for how helpful you've been.
Okay.
I'll put in a good word.
Sure.
I mean, I could not, if you'd prefer me not.
Good word's better than a bad word.
There we go.
And we are bound by prestation, whether we like it or not.
Where's
Just such a big sigh, and Wes kind of looks past everyone to Jade. Major boon for killing or whatever.
That's a good thing. Take it.
Yes, I will take it.
You want to happen to know where Vin is right now, do you?
He was.
I'd like
He
to know
usually
this
spends
as well.
days at his office, so probably there. What time is it? I haven't heard from him.
It's like 8:40.
He's probably at his office.
Bet.
Were you supposed to hear from him?
I really hope not.
All right, if you do hear from him, mum's the word.
Yeah, that seems in my best interest.
And again, if for some reason
Panicky is better. Panicky, you make mistakes. Freaking people came in asking you all kinds of questions, Wes. You, the sheriff, everything, okay?
Sure.
Fuck that. Nah. Make him scared. Make him sweat. Make him make mistakes. If he thinks everything's cool, he's got a handle on it.
God, I wish I'd blinded him last night.
Ugh.
You're gonna blind him?
Can't dominate you if he can't see you.
Good move. It's a good move.
Alright, come on. Come
You
on.
deserve it.
Unless he has irresistible voice, but that's a different. That's when you make him mute too.
Okay.
Actually, yeah. Wait, just make him mute.
Offices, let's go.
Anyway, let's go. 2 cards. 2 cards is important so that if he, blows out the tires or whatever, we still have an exit.
No, it seems like Wes just stays in the room as you walk out.
Yep.
It is, you would know, in his best interest that you find Vincenzo at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Text.
Johan, do you need a drink before we get there?
Ideally, yes.
Text to who?
You know who.
He has a contact at a blood bank, I believe.
Oh.
Do you want to just swing by Marvin's blood bank?
That would be
Can we say it's
convenient.
conveniently on the way?
Sure.
Sure. I'm texting my grandsire.
Okay. What are you
What
saying?
would the roll be?
Uh,
Just int plus streetwise.
Here's another care package. You can just have it.
Hey, thank you.
Vin paid off Wesley for release, for help with a personal project framing Lavinia. And Vincenzo gave one of our angry bracelets, angry jewelries, to Wes. So definitely is in on it.
The long pause. And then you just get the thumbs up emoji. Which, it's
What?
progress.
The very loyal Wesley has pointed us that Vin might be at his offices right now. So that's where we're going next.
She'll text back, I have Gabriel looking for the other one.
Thumbs up emoji.
Johan, before you step into the blood bank, I'm gonna tell you to text the group chat to wait on us and dial Lavinia and step out.
Lavinia was being framed by BT dubs. Wes has no reason to lie about that.
Do I know y'all are gonna stop by the bank?
They probably signal flashlights, so on and so forth, so.
Text,
Okay.
yeah.
I text Jenny. Expect Johan.
Oh my god, okay.
Absolutely, I love company.
Are you gonna
I'm
come
so
in
great.
too?
Hope everything is okay, XOXO.
Ugh.
Selfie.
Uh,
You said you were, calling or texting Lavinia?
I was
Calling.
Okay. The phone gets answered. You hear her. What else was there?
not to be a dick, but how are you calling her? Johan went into the blood bank.
No, I said I told Johan to dial on his way out. I did specify that.
I didn't hear that at all. My bad.
It's all good. You hear half of everything.
I hate new La Sombra change.
Yeah, it's really annoying.
Okay. The person who did it was paid a boon by Vincenzo to frame you.
Well, that's interesting.
You're in the clear. Jade knows you're in the clear.
Wasn't really worried about that, to be honest.
I know, but I figured I'd let you know. And we're about to attempt to remove Vincenzo from the chessboard. So.
Well, then I won't worry about him either.
Right. Good evening.
Yeah. Good evening indeed.
Yeah. Well, Sombra.
God, I hope Ragul is there to hang up, because otherwise we both are bad at making that work.
Yep. Yep, it cuts off on Lavidia's end.
I literally don't have the dots to do it. It is possible. But
It would have been hilarious. So it's like, so how's your night?
No, you hang up.
Yeah, just waiting on Johan to get back so we can hang.
Johan comes back pretty quickly.
All right. So you can go down to 1 hunger.
Go down to 1. Nice.
You had to endure some small chat.
Thank you.
From Jenny. Asking how Marvin is and how's everything going and like, are you like friends?
Marvin is great.
Like, what is he keeping from me? Like, it seems like he's been so busy lately. I really miss coming.
We've been quite busy dealing with assassination plots, unfortunately. But, you know, hopefully that'll clear up.
Is he in danger? Is my Marvin in danger?
Not him.
Please tell me you wouldn't leave him in danger.
Don't worry, he's fine. He hasn't been assassinated.
If anything happened to my Marvin, I wouldn't know what I'd do. I love him so much.
We'll keep him safe.
Do you promise?
They're very sweet.
She'll take that. She'll give you like an extra blood pack to smuggle out on the way.
Oh, thank you. Bring this to Marvin.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, thank you. Thank you. Like, we're on the same wavelength. Like, you know exactly what I'm thinking. You should come by more.
Keep it in mind. Thanks.
I mean, the lab is well stocked there.
The rest. Yeah. Before Mateo dies. What?
Nothing. It's great.
I mean,
I love everybody's non-social characters being social. It actually does. I'm just trying to maintain my Victorio-ness of like, if he ever finds out, just be like, it's just talking to people. It's not hard. It's not. Marvy. All right, offices.
Isn't she the greatest?
He is going to give you the blood packs like Jenny wanted you to have this, and is very concerned that you don't end up assassinated at some point.
Why does a mortal know about assassination?
By that time, Marvin, you've gotten like 4 text messages like, "Are you okay? What's going on? Please
fine.
be safe."
I will.
I mean, she's in on it. She's supplying blood. It's not like we need to like keep the masquerade from her.
And I imagine after like the 6th, and I imagine after the 6th ding on Marvin's phone, sitting next to me. That's why. That'd be like telling what's Ulrich's girlfriend that frickin' Ulrich's missing.
Becky. I remember her.
Becky. Hope she's doing okay.
I love Becky.
That seems a bit more one-sided.
I'm just saying.
All right, so you get to the office building, group back up.
Yeah.
What's the plan here?
Marvin is first silencing his phone and turning vibrations off.
Good move. Sophia, your phone will ding. It's a message from the sheriff.
I swipe her phone for her.
It just says detain him.
Before she asks anyone, Victoria walking with her, just like, swipe.
All it says is detain him.
Could you respond yes, sir, for me?
Ew. Capital S or lowercase?
I don't care.
I knew you wouldn't get that. Yes, sir.
Who is actually prepared for a fight if it comes down to it? Because there's no shame in staying behind.
I mean, I could keep him talking. But you all know that the fighting's not my thing. And if you want me to, like, fuck him on his desk, I got that.
Johan pulls out a scalpel.
He's not really my type, but it's been a very chick-heavy weekend, so, you know...
I'm all up for a fight.
All right.
I'll watch the door.
Yep. And... all right. Jade, you watch the door too.
No, Jade needs this.
No. I'm going to be clear. We're going to start by talking, and then we're going to spring on it. I'm going to ask him some questions. Our two sneaky buddies are going to be in the room with me. And then when you hear a fight start, you run in. But there is no reason that I, as a deputy, would have you along with me on. No offense.
I can go sneaky.
Can you go sneaky?
Yes.
How sneaky can you go?
Like Marvin level
have-
of sneaky?
Like they can go sneaky?
Level 2 of obfuscate, I think I got the other time.
Oh, holy shit. Okay. Never mind then.
That's more obfuscate than Johan has. Johan only has one.
Oh, that's going to be fun.
Why would you want to hide when you can be awesome?
That's a false dichotomy.
No, it's not. That's Victorio dichotomy. Dichotomy, if you will.
I won't. All right. So the plan is obfuscate people with me. I guess if you only have level 1, does that mean you can't move?
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
You might have to also be
So
at the door.
Johan is on
So
doors.
Johan will be at door with me, and then if
Yes.
stuff pops up, Johan will scuttle into room, and I'll close door.
Yeah, and the two people who can move while obfuscated are with
Jen,
me.
real quick, and I'll roll this if you want me to. There's only 3 elders in the city. Vincenzo's not one, correct?
Correct. He is
Cool.
not one.
Have I gotten a text back from Judith?
Nope.
Okay. Because guess who's
Before we
also
go in-
fucking Judith?
Before we go in, I will check my phone again just to...
Okay. Well
To
then,
see how many texts you've received or to make sure it's off.
Well, that, the thing you said, and also see if there's anything from Remy.
Nothing else from Remy.
Okay.
all right.
And like 8 more texts from Jenny.
And
I reply, honey, I promise I'm fine.
Blech.
now, since he is a venture, we have to worry about dominate. So, don't look in his eyes. And the fight's going to start when I remove his ability to speak.
You
Go
guys,
team?
somebody yell if he's getting to the door, so I know to be prepared on the other side.
Sounds good.
Good luck, guys.
Everybody in?
Do. Unseen passage. Route check. Hey, I'm good there.
Nice.
And 2 on that.
Let's see.
Where do I actually find to roll for unseen passage?
on your sheet.
It's
You don't need to
charisma
roll
plus.
unless you're actually doing something that might break it.
Oh, okay.
So, be okay for now.
Oh, okay.
Cool. So, who is going in first? Who is doing what?
So I'm going in first.
Mhm.
And I'm saying, sorry, I'm trying to think of, because apparently just starting with "you're not in trouble" this is not reassuring.
It's like it's like an office building that's more than just his office. As you approach, it's kind of one of the higher end, like little complexes. The office you were given is on the first floor.
Marvin, do you still have the bracelet?
It was only the three of us, so yeah, it would probably be mine.
Cool. Slap him with it.
Okay.
Would you have carried it with you?
Evens odds, I guess.
Okay. We're going to go
So
with evens or odds.
I will odd it.
You've got it like wrapped up and like triple bagged. Because there's something different about it than the other ones. The stone is a totally different color, and everyone's reluctant to touch it.
I make sure I have my gloves on.
What kind of gloves are they?
Leather.
Okay.
With a nice inline.
Are you going straight in through like the lobby entrance, or are you trying to find another way in?
I'm going in through the lobby. As far as he's gonna know, I'm just here to talk to him.
Okay.
Are there also, I want to know if there are people in the lobby so that if things get loud, I know how to handle that.
There are a couple of there's a security guard at the desk, and then there's maybe a couple of like office lights on down the hallway, like just people working late. But the lobby security / receptionist, that's the only person you physically see in the space.
I'm gonna whisper to Victoria, don't let any mortals leave. I can keep things clean if they don't leave.
I don't think the security guards down here would be around the upstairs noise, but where do you want me? This is not my scene. This is not my bag. Where do you want me? What do you want me doing?
He's on the first floor. So.
That seems weird. They normally, like, Venture are always just top floor vibes.
Yes, you're told he was on the first floor. He's in his, like, business office itself, not like... He has a few, but this is the one he does his own actual personal business at.
Shit.
I mean, can you just tell him to go to sleep?
No.
It's not like a 12-story building. Like there's only like 3 stories.
So
it's a smaller office complex.
But
all right, cool. Victoria goes and just chats up the security guard.
Okay.
And to be clear, I don't care if they go somewhere else in the building. I just need them to stay on the premises, so that I can go through and cloud memory them all.
As we're going through, I'm going to turn on Sense the Unseen.
Okay. You don't come across anything immediately as you walk through. So,
is the door open or is it closed?
It's closed, but it's unlocked.
I'm gonna knock.
There's sort of a long pause.
Sir, I'm sorry about last night. I have some questions for you on behalf of Gabriel. Just want to make sure we bring whoever did this to you to justice.
There's silence. And then you hear the rolling of a chair, like kind of off in the distance. Footsteps, and he whips the door open. He's a larger guy.
Also, to be clear, I'm avoiding eye contact.
He's a larger guy, several inches taller than you. You probably didn't really notice when he was, tied to a chair.
Does he just walk up next to me?
Right, he opens the door in front of you.
Sweet, I'm gonna grab his throat and or try to.
You can try to grab his throat. Okay. Strength brawl.
Yeah, strength brawl. Do I get any kind of surprise dice or anything?
I will not roll against you.
Huh?
I'm not gonna roll against you, but you do have to.
Yeah.
Let's see. Do I have a sheet pulled up?
Four successes.
That should be enough.
So 2 aggravated, and until he heals that 2 aggravated, which will take 2 nights, he cannot speak.
Okay.
Can't dominate if you can't speak.
You definitely catch him by surprise. His eyes widen, and he reaches to grab your wrist as he stumbles backward away from the door. Just face twisted in a shock and rage. And he's gonna try to punch you.
What do I roll to dodge? Dexterity athletics?
Yeah. Dex athletics.
Two successes. By the way, anyone's welcome to join in at this point. That was the signal, Liz.
Ooh.
Throat crunch. Yeah, so Johan is gonna run in with a scalpel.
You're gonna have to wait a second.
Yep.
Because you were not right there. His fist connects with Sophia's face, just like a battering ram. He's not fast, but he is pretty strong.
I used barrel weapons.
In a minute. You can. Sure can. Sophia, take 2 superficial as you are just kind of thrown off to the side. You can still be grabbing him if you want to.
Before or after having?
After.
Okay. I'm not grappling him.
Okay.
Well, I want to be, but I don't think Touch of Oblivion lets me necessarily. If you're letting me do it, then I'm grappling him.
I said you grabbed his throat, and I said the force of the punch didn't make you let
go. So, okay, cool. Then yeah, I'm grappling him.
Okay. All of you outside of the office can hear the sound of Sophia's body hitting the door frame.
Yeah, so now Johan rushes in with the scalpel.
Marvin will be right behind, still in the obfuscate.
Sorry, not to step. Is anybody doing ranged combat? Because that would happen before moving into melee.
I don't think anyone is. Nobody said anything about that.
I assume not, but just check it.
Yeah, it's fine. Sophia, you're gonna get to go again as right before they get there. Because you were right on him. What would you like to do?
Can I Touch of Oblivion while still grappling? Or would I have to do one or the other? Also, I forgot to do a rouse check for Touch of Oblivion the first time, so let me do that right now.
Okay, cool. Let me read it real quick. I'm going to... How were you imagining you would use it? That'll determine the answer.
So I was gonna... So for the grappling part of things, I want to push him a little bit out of the doorway so people can get in around me. And I was just going to poke him in the eyes.
Okay. You have a free hand. So If you want to do that, you can.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna poke him in the eyes.
Yep. Roll strength brawl. And he is going to also be trying to hit you again, so he's going to roll strength brawl as well. We'll just see what we come out as.
Oh, if I'm grappling him, but this is not a check to grapple, do I add my die from a specialty in grappling, or is it only for the...
It's only for the grapple itself.
Okay, cool. Eyes first, then we can worry about rolling for me trying to push him a little bit.
Okay.
With the grapple.
Heck yeah. All right. So he swings at you, but you move just out of the way. His unlike the first time he swung at you, and you know how much power he can get behind that fist. You move out of the way just in time, only to like Three Stooges him right in the eyeball.
Too aggravated until he heals that. He can't see.
He lets out, or he would let out a howl. His face contorts and his mouth opens, and just like the most obvious rage you've really ever seen. But he can't make any noise. His like, you feel the goo from his eyeballs like trickle down the back of your hand, and instead of like pulling a fist back to try to punch you again, his hands go immediately to his face. As everyone else can take their turn now if they would like.
Should I roll to try to push him a little bit, just so people can get in through the door? Or is he in no state to defend himself from a grapple?
Not really. You got him physically controlled and just in pain and surprise. So he kind of stumbles back just enough for... Oops, I didn't mean to do that. That's not even his sheet. Who would like to go next? This is going to be kind of informal. We're just the three of you that were rushing in.
Marvin's gonna do what he was told and try to slap the bracelet on him.
Try to slap the bracelet on him.
Mm-hmm.
No. You can. I'm gonna let you try, but there's not a lot of space. There's not a lot of space between him and Sophia right now.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll have you.
If I have any way of trying to stop Marvin from doing that, I will.
I am completely obfuscated.
Yeah. I'm gonna have you roll. I'll have you roll Dex larceny if you're trying to be sneaky about it. Dex. Okay. Ooh, melee?
I can do that.
You're kind of using it as a weapon?
Yeah.
One of those.
I'll do Dex melee, and I'm going to do the rouse check for a couple extra dice there.
For what? I'm sorry?
You can rouse to get extra dice, yeah?
You can.
So first...
the name for that.
Yeah, thank you. First that. Okay, get a little hungrier.
Okay.
And then Dex melee. And that's 2 dice from the blood. Okay. I'm going to spend a willpower.
Okay. You can roll up to 3.
Yeah. So 3 successes.
3 successes. Just because that is... It is kind of like a called shot situation. I'm gonna evens or odds. You're like right there.
Odds.
He is flailing and moving and panicked too much for you to really get a clear shot at any of his limbs. But you also don't accidentally poke it at Sophia.
I don't
You
care
not
about that.
want to
It'll be
see a
funny
friend
either way.
Sophia.
Jade, what are you doing?
Can I use barrel weapons, and then I'd like to attack him with claws.
Barrel weapons. Sure. Is that a rouse check?
Yeah.
The Jade is going to kill him.
Roll that rouse
No,
check.
she's going to torpor him, or I'm going to have to arrest her.
You get 1 hungrier. Jade, what does that put you at hunger-wise? 2. Okay. That's not bad. Okay. And then... a 2 modifier. Cool. Roll me strength brawl then. As you swing your fists at him. Johan, what are you doing?
Stabbing him with a spare scalpel.
Okay.
So just
Sanitized or infected with anything?
Dex melee.
not specifically infected with anything, but just laying around that he found on a bench.
Not sanitary at all. Damn. Victoria, what are you doing? Just with the guard?
Just chatting it up with my good man at the security desk, making sure, 1, he's not looking at security monitors, and 2, also like trying to see security monitors to see if my friends trying to fuck up this dude are showing up on camera or not.
Okay.
Pretty
hey,
much.
good news. His daughter is a big fan of your music.
Oh, fuck yeah. Selfies, so on and so forth,
He'll find
etc.
something for you to sign.
Are my friends on camera anywhere?
No.
Okay, cool.
You do not see them.
Pretty much I'm defaulting into pure Iggy mode, and it's just like, protect the Masquerade? Do I need to be doing that? No? Okay, cool.
Fair.
Yeah, sure, selfie.
Fair.
I'll tell her to DM me on the gram, and I'll hook her up with some free tickets for our next show.
Like he'll show you pictures of her. She's alright. She's kind of cute. Maybe a little young.
How young?
Like probably legal, but you're not 100% sure.
Then no, she's not. I'll ask, you know what? We should FaceTime. She'll never believe this. Come on.
He'll
That'll
be
be great.
so excited. Like that phone's coming up. You're gonna.
That'll be great. Come on.
Yeah, man. Hold on.
Yeah,
She
sure.
almost never answers my calls, but let's go. All right. So I'm
You're about to be the coolest dad ever, guy.
3 attacks. I'm gonna roll defenses, but it's increasing negatives. Let's go. That is
Something wings of the butterfly.
Jade. 2, 4. So Jade, you hit. Johan, you hit. And then Marvin, you weren't hitting. Okay. So Jade, you swipe your claws across his body. He's flailing too much for you to hit his face, but you catch an arm pretty deep as your claws sink in, kind of carving a furrow into his flesh, splitting open that nice ass coat he's wearing.
Good, he deserves it.
Johan, you're working with a smaller weapon, but you definitely feel resistance as the swipe of your scalpel hits flesh as well. It doesn't go in as deep or as far as you'd expect. I mean, he probably has some fortitude, but it does slash across his skin, so you know you've connected as well. Let me add this damage on here real quick. Sophia, what are you doing next?
Does he seem like I could stake him?
Not yet. He's blinded and slashed.
Let's remove his ability to hear next, shall we?
Okay, how are you doing that?
I have no mouth and I must scream.
Touch of Oblivion.
Okay. These rouse checks, you're just killing it.
Yeah, someone's gonna have to go back and rewatch, but I'm pretty sure I failed 3 or 4 rouse checks out of the entire series.
Okay, everybody's right there in close proximity, so Jade, Marvin, Johan, what are you doing next?
Yeah, so do I hit for 2 aggravated?
He's gonna get a dodge, but probably, because he's at hella negatives right now.
Okay.
He's defending against 4 people.
I'm gonna attack again.
Okay. Marvin?
Seeing the current situation, Marvin's not going to worry about the bracelet. And he's just going to pull out his survival knife from his pocket, or from his belt loop. Bring it up.
Are you gonna try to stab, or is just readying?
Stabby.
Okay. Johan, you slashing again?
Yep, Johan's gonna try and take an attendant.
Okay. Everybody roll. Jade, strength brawl. Marvin.
Strength melee.
Yep. Marvin. Perfect. Okay. I wish there was like a roll this 3 times, please button, but there's not. That's fine. This one is for Sophia. He takes another 2 ag.
And now he can't hear. Next, I'll start going for making hands arms non-functional if he's somehow still standing up.
All right. So Sophia, Marvin next. Cool. Marvin, you sort of jab the tip of your blade in. It breaks your obfuscate, but who cares? Surprise! Marvin's there. Big ol' knife. It like sinks deep into his gut, and you like even give a little twist. Like, Johan, he is flailing and scrambling and blinded, just trying to move as much as he possibly can, and he dodges out of the way of your scalpel. And finally, Jade. Jade, your claws again rear back and dig into him. And as they pull away, you see like the splash of blood. And he falls limp. Eye sockets staring open. Pretty much just held up from the floor by Sophia's.
I hand Jade the stick.
I take him.
Then I take out, I described it as a fishnet earlier, apparently it's a aluminum mesh. I take out an aluminum mesh from a little tin can, and I stick it on him.
Okay.
And he will not show up on cameras, and I'm gonna cloud memory everybody in the lobby so we can just walk out of here.
Is this...
Everybody take a leg.
This is the time you roll that ritual, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me see.
So can I make sure to check his computer first before we leave?
What are you checking that for?
I'll call Johan over. Oh, we need to make sure there's nothing important here linking further, making sure this ends. And also that there's no footage of what just happened.
Good call.
You could, because it's almost 1 a.m. You could just take the computer.
We will take the computer.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to suggest that. Because also, they're not going to remember.
Sure. And off
Our
you
computer now.
And off you go.
Yeah, so I got 6 successes, and I'm going to, on the way out, I'm just, everybody, look at them, forget.
What do you mean by everybody?
All the, well, are there, like, who is in the, who sees us on our way out?
Just the security guard that Vincenzo has charmed.
Victorio.
Victorio has charmed.
Does he at all look at us as we walk out?
He kind of glances up as people like shuffle, but it's not coming into the building.
I would have definitely used all by now.
He's also in
yeah, okay. Then I don't have to call anybody. Then I don't have to call anybody.
Nope. Victoria, when you see them kind of parade past,
yeah,
what do you do?
I hang out for maybe like an extra minute or so. Make sure that they are well within the clear and out of the lobby. And then I let the girl know that I appreciate that she likes the music and that to definitely shoot me a DM and her dad can come to our next show. Sorry again about having to cancel last night. Some stuff came up, but things are going to be great and probably have a new song.
She's beyond thrilled. It's the only time her dad has ever seemed cool in her entire life.
Mission accomplished.
The security guard thanks you over and over again.
You're good, man. It's like, it was great to meet you. And I'll see you at the show.
Awesome. You were so nice.
Yeah, I try.
So after I get the give Vincenzo in the trunk, I'm gonna wait till Victorio comes out. And I'm just gonna give thumbs up, thumbs down, Jedi mind trick.
Huh?
Is he? Do you need me to, or is he good?
Victoria just comes out. It's like he's fine.
Okay, cool. Just double checking.
I know. Just no need. Yeah, I'm talking to people. It's crazy.
Gets a little trigger happy with the flashy thing, doesn't he?
You could not ever be part of the Men in Black,
either.
Sophia.
Yeah, Sophia cannot.
The what?
Men in Black.
No, in character.
Yeah, yeah. Victoria's not going to extrapolate on it at all. It's not my fault you don't understand pop culture.
And away you go. At some point while you're inside, the prince will give you the address for the Mexican restaurant.
Yep, that was going to be the next text. It's like, so where do you want him?
Mexican restaurant. The sheriff uses for purposes.
Apparently, we're going to get burritos and chimichangas.
Cool.
I don't know. I don't know which
Mexican. Are we doing the usual car split, or who's going with what?
I don't know. I don't know which Mexican restaurant we're supposed to be going to. So we'll follow you this time.
Johan does, though, right?
You should. Yeah. It's the sheriff's Mexican restaurant.
Dos Amigos.
Is it the sheriff's?
That's what I was just told.
Yes, it is the sheriff. Never mind. Yep. Yeah, so
the prince would have just told you Dos Amigos, not the sheriff word. But.
Right. Cool. Yeah. After she's been reminded, Masquerade safe stuff.
We're gonna all go there. Are we same car split? Anybody feel like jumping in with good old Sophia and Johan?
We're wrapping up, so it's a little irrelevant. But is there any conversation?
I trust Marvin, as Marvin at some point over this campaign became my designated driver.
I'll just stick with the same car.
Well, then when we get there, I'm gonna give Jade a pat on the back and say, "Good job, great job."
Thanks.
Y'all
It
kind
felt
of
good.
pile out of the car. The prince and the sheriff are standing there waiting. Otto is staked on a 8-top. Just
Hey, Gabe, you're all right. Everybody had a major concern.
Take him out. Take him out of the trunk.
Separated.
Actually, I'll open up the trunk just in case they want to just put Otto in. I don't know what their plans are.
you bring him in. The prince and the sheriff, obviously they're grateful we are wrapping up here. Each of you receives a major boon from the prince for your brave and clever actions here tonight.
Use that just to save Ulrich's skin, maybe.
Ulrich is a loose end we will not solve tonight.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying.
But Marvin, you even get kind of like a little nod from the sheriff.
Aww.
Marvin even pulls out the bracelet back in its bag and hands it over.
And take it. Put it away. The prince will look at Jade. His brows raised. Are you feeling all right?
Much better.
Would you like to change primogens?
Sure. Yes.
2?
But little Vinny didn't do it.
It's still her fault.
If you say Tremere, I'm staking you now until we sort it out.
Also, maybe
What
don't
about
pick.
me?
Also, don't pick Venture. Don't pick Venture either.
Marvin will pipe up. Ooh, what about Casper? Might be useful.
Sure.
You know what, Jade? You think about it, dear.
Okay.
Get back to me tomorrow.
Will do.
Excellent job. Everyone, I owe you. Even you, Victorio.
You don't know me anything.
We'll find Ulrich. Is there anything else you need of me?
Don't forget the small list that I texted you.
I'll take care of that.
Okay. Then I'm good. Do you need anything else from us, Prince?
No, I've gotten more than I could have asked you for. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Highlight.
All in a nice
Thank you
way.
very much.
And we're done.
I'd take Marvin to go
Break
feed
your
off
head.
drunk people.
Yeah. Get him drunk.
Yo,
You know, bring Jade too. It's not really her thing, but
she needs it though. She
she
could
could
use it.
use
She could
it.
use
I'll
it.
join.
Which I guess makes Sophia the designated driver.
Nah.
Good job, everybody.
Uber black.
Sorry it ran a little long.
It's all good. It was the finale.
it's all
They
good.
always they tend to happen.
You can't rush art.
Besides, Marvin has iron gullet. He'd be fine.
Well, it's like, and we're breaking down to combat. It's like, well, have fun. You all have the time.
I wasn't
You
concerned
helped
it
us
would
avoid
last super
getting
long,
into
considering it was 4 against 1.
Yeah.
He did have some extra health bars, but
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like Venture typically take a little bit more effort.
if it weren't for Touch of Oblivion, you would probably still be at it. Probably still be at it.
6 aggravated and 3 senses removed.
Yeah, he's having a bad night. Hey,
Or I
here's
guess
the part.
speaking isn't technically a sense, but
Here's a part in the evening where we say nice things about each other. You don't get XP for it. So you can say as many nice things as you want. Do you want me to start, or should I pick someone to start?
You're in control. You decide those things.
First. Jade / Chi for your very first game. You did such a great job. I feel like you came out of your shell more and more as the game kind of progressed and felt a little bit more comfortable taking actions and doing stuff. And you brought a little humanity, a little animal lover into the group. Now you have 2 cats still. Enjoy that for the future. But I wanted to thank you for your vulnerability and your willingness to make this little game of mine your first game.
Game.
I'm glad I got to.
Victorio, all the shout outs to you, because in a game that was not built for your skill set, you definitely found a way to make it relevant.
Yep.
And made it your own and made your own fun and managed to be, against your better wishes, one of the most valuable and responsible members of this team.
And I will deny it forever. Forever.
Well, the end of time. Got it. Johan, I feel like you didn't have a lot of chance to really stretch your wings and do what you were best at, but those little glimpses that we did get were so good and so deeply in character. And honestly, you are probably so much smarter than I am, so part of me is glad. There wasn't a lot of sciencing to do. But you did end up like such an invaluable part of solving the actual plot that I think a lot of the success of this group landed in your lap.
I think Johan was the most efficient character.
And I
Johan needed spleens.
did all explains, man. I also appreciate that you hopped in on this game as your first game here in the channel. I hope that we see you again. It'd be super cool.
Y'all are a great crew.
Thanks. Same with you, Ainsley. You hopped right in. You took charge. Sophia was both like one of the most useful and also most handicapped characters.
He's her own worst
game
enemy.
Because poor little sociopath doesn't know how to people. But you are undeniably effective at the things that you did well, and you took charge. You were an excellent choice for deputy. Yeah, you definitely kind of helped, even though I threw some side quests at you, helped try to keep the group more or less on track. And Marvin, oh sweet Marvin. Honestly, this character went in a totally different direction than I thought it would from how we made him.
Same.
But can you be hot?
And I honestly kind of love it because he was so nice and so sweet and just wanted to be loved, and then hunting knife.
Can you be hot?
I think that is like the perfect end scene for Marvin. Just, oh, here's another layer. Enjoy.
Like I said, the fact that the whole time he was just like, he was completely built to be like edgelord-ish to begin with. I'm not gonna lie. And then it just fell completely opposite.
Every coterie needs one. Every coterie needs one.
Desperado.
Like I said, when we started playing, it was just it didn't come, and then I'm okay with that. And it turned out to be a lot of fun the way it is.
Yeah.
I loved it. It was great. Marvin, hey, why don't you say some nice things about other people if you think of them?
Of course. let's start with the easy one. Matt, you blew it out of the water. Every time you took center stage for everything, it was just perfect. It was.
I'm really
banging
good.
and fucking.
I'm really good at being a dumpster fire. Who knew?
I think we all are to some degree, but like it was a treat to watch it just go in ratchet.
Yeah.
Johan, like Jen said, I don't think you really got a chance to like fully stretch like you would in a long campaign. But I'm interested to see where it goes if you pop in for the next season. I really am, because I think there's a lot to build on. And just like I said, the spleens thing will stick with me for a while.
Forever.
Oh, Ainsley, Sophia was amazing. I did not know how the relationship between Marvin and Sophia was going to play out before it was over with, because originally they were not copacetic. So the fact that it turned out great and worked out towards the end was great. Yeah, I'm just glad everything's smooth and we were able to work together as a coterie finally. It only took the whole campaign.
It only takes one venture asshole to bring everybody.
What they're good for.
But no, it was great to get to play with you. And Chi, you, like I said, you've been floating around in chat, in Discord this whole time that I've been in. So to actually get to sit down and play with you this time has been great. I'm glad you were finally able to get into a game.
Yeah.
I'm hoping you're going to sign up for the next season also. Like I said, I hope everybody does.
If and when.
I'm just talking about next season in general.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, okay.
I want to see everybody kind of stretch their legs. And Jen, just
Sweet.
well done, Jen.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, your turn.
Did you say me?
Yeah.
Okay. I couldn't hear for a moment there. Well, one, I have absolutely enjoyed just like in general actually getting to play in a game. Like all of you have been fun to play with. Like I'm glad I got to have a good group of people for my first ever game and everything. Matt, your Victoria was a lot of fun to see, like everything, and like I didn't expect that you would be the character that kind of like ended up being like
father figure, big brother, yeah,
like based on like
Strangler
things.
Listen, Victoria cares about his coterie. It's the second most important thing in his life.
So that was kind of fun to see. Like, I also very much appreciated like that Sophia also like made sure to watch out for me and everything. Like, even
but did
if I
she though? But did she?
In a very different, in her own way.
Did she?
In a different way, yeah.
There was a time where I was wondering if we were going to have to just kill Sophia.
I need a longer chronicle so I can turn everybody against Clan Lasombra. Even the Lasombra.
I mean, you were part of why I decided to say yes to the offer to change the Primogen. So,
take that, Lavinia.
Marvin, your character was absolutely like. I love the like just wanting to be friends with everyone and just the way you played your character. Like, and again, Johan the spleens. I mean, and I wish that
What were
like,
they
I could see-
for?
that they were very important, clearly. But yeah, like, I'm just glad I got to join, and I look forward to being able to join a future game as well, because I've had a lot of fun.
Good, I'm glad.
Victorio.
First and foremost, our wonderful, glorious, awesome storyteller who did so good, her second tabletop game she's run ever, and killed it. It was nice, like... So Jen and I live together, for those of you that are unaware, and it's wonderful because, like, watching her grow as a storyteller is just like, it's like, freaking out, I'm freaking out, I'm freaking out. It's like, it's all improv. You just come up with a couple things and then just let us go be little chaos goblins, and you just try to keep it reined in. That's all you gotta do. You don't have to come up with crazy, elaborate, awesome, which she did anyway with this murder mystery, etc. plot. It's like, but just watching Jen grow has been amazing, and she kills it in the storytelling, whether she believes it or not. There's even strangers on the internet saying that right now. So boom. Sophia, my nemesis, the co-pilot of this coterie, it's like very completely different characters, Victorio and Sophia. In fact, polar opposites, one could say. It's like, favorite moment of tonight, I have two. One was asking Johan if he has science stuff in the house with his science lab. I laughed about that with my microphone muted for like a solid 3 minutes. It's like, Johan, do you have blood tests? I was like, the guy that I had to deliver spleens, who sciences specifically in blood. Nah.
Polite to phrase it as a question rather than a demand.
Oh, also, like that, you also know a guy who owns a blood bank.
Yep. I was like, then the other one, it's like, okay, Sophia, listen, I just need you to go full unhinged monster, terrify this man. Wes, just so you know, like, you're not in trouble. I was like, fine, I'll be the bad guy. What? This is so weird. It's like you have to be unprompted to be the sociopath? Is that what that was?
Wes is my friend.
Fuck Wes! But no, Ainsley, I really loved getting to roleplay with you more and everything. And while like Victoria's just like, fuck Sophia, Victoria's also just like, but I want to work without Sophia. She's a vital she's a vital part of this coterie. I will never admit this, but she is. Ever. Change my ringtone. Marvin, best friend. Like, I don't know why you became my designated driver, considering we have like the same amount of drive, but you know, like, Victoria's Army man, Maddie's a spoiled, pampered little brat. So it's just like, oh, I've got a driver.
Exactly why.
I mean, the optics probably don't look good, the Nosferatu driving around a Toreador, but you know what? It's fine. We're friends. And we stayed friends the entire time, from going to get blood from the bar to here at the very end. Johan, Nerd 1, as Nerd Prime, as Victorio might refer to you as. Every group needs the brains. I think the reason our coterie works so good is because all of us like picked different things and like we kind of leaned into it and that makes the whole thing work. Victoria was super talky, trash pandas like, oh no, I'm just a pretty face. No, I can't possibly gather information and learn things and stuff in woo. But no, like Johan, you the brains. You, without your stuff, we wouldn't have figured out at least the jewelry. I mean, we had suspicions. We had our suspicions, but no hard concrete. So without you, we would not have done that. And I'm forever grateful. Jade, Chi, this is your first time role-playing with our group. I think your first time role-playing maybe ever.
Yep.
You killed it. You did great. You kind of like, as you were like learning and taking it in, you kind of were more backseat. And then we had the Jade episode, and it was just like, nah, kill your mom. Do it.
Made me kill my mom in my first ever game.
Here's a pillow. As Pierce said earlier, as Pierce said earlier, is like not mad until somebody's killing a parent.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have issues. And he's not with us, but I'm sure Styles will be watching this in the future. Styles, this is your second game with us on our channel. On our channel, my channel, our community, our not a cult, if you will. You were always great. It was fun getting to actually role play with you. The mystery of your stupid library and some of the decisions you made, man, I'm not even gonna lie. Not even just like Victoria, just me, Mateo in general was just like, where's this going? What's the plan here? I don't know, and I need to know, but I don't know. So hopefully one day we'll find Ulrich tucked away in probably the Chantry or something, and we'll pull a stake out of him and be like, dude, the fuck?
I honestly got so sidetracked by things that were completely not planned. Because Styles just had such a big, bold fuck it button that he just kept making decisions that I was like more than once I ended a game and I was like, was that
Like,
mean? Was I being mean? Or
I was like, nah, you weren't being mean.
Okay.
Ulrich is doing the fuck around approach.
He's just waiting for that find out to drop.
I mean, he definitely found out, and I cannot articulate how much I appreciate not having to think of something for Ulrich because he made his own trouble. It was perfect.
Y'all are like, what was Ulrich thinking? And then Johan's like, of course, he wants 4 spleens. Totally normal. I absolutely trust this man has a plan for this.
It wasn't normal. It's just Victoria was just like, one, gets me in with
predictable, kind of weird.
Gets me in with Samar. Gets me in with Samar. 2, science. I don't know it. Whatever. And that was everybody for me. Mm-hmm.
Who wants to go next?
I can go next.
Go for it.
So Ainsley, Sophia was just this terrifying presence. Like you did the camera filter even, which just you were this voice from the darkness, like Colonel Kurtz, just saying the most unhinged things and doing enhanced interrogation on like half the NPCs we encountered. And I feel like you did a great job actually developing a character arc over the game, like that Jade's loss of innocence from this gangrel that just wants to adopt cats and vibe to like, I will avenge my mother on your viscera. Was a journey that I didn't think that we could get in so short a campaign. Victorio, great face, just charisma, talking up every NPC, banging half of them.
Trying to, at least.
It was hilarious to see in action. And Blandizzle, I feel like you were sort of the glue of the coterie of like being chill and being down for all of our absolute nonsense, and just keeping the pack of vampires together in a way. And of course, Jen, thank you for making a wonderful campaign. Thank you for inviting me into this stream and community. It's been great to get to know y'all.
Yeah, thank you.
just and a fascinating mystery at the heart of the game, like really true detective type.
Yep.
That you almost
Creepy,
single-handedly
team.
solved.
I'm sorry I made my character an investigate gun.
No, it's fine. We needed that.
It was perfect.
Without you, I wouldn't have.
My first point buy was premonition to try to get us out of the stuck loop.
Without you, I wouldn't have been able to get that revenge.
Yeah. Last but not least, I think just Ainsley left. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Okay.
you think I'm not least, which is very sweet. Yeah. So Styles, hope you're watching. Sorry that your arc got cut a little short, but I feel like you also had a bit of an arc over the course of that, which was cool. Like, not that like just sort of learning to kind of trust the coterie, or not even necessarily learning, but like relearning. That was really nice. And yeah. Jade, it was also great to see your arc, and holy cow, you stepped up. Not that you were bad at any point, but it's like, it's really easy in your first game to kind of just be a wallflower, and that's fine. Like, I'm of the opinion that that's a totally valid way to play, but it was really cool to see, like the Jade episode, and then that end thing of just like, Jade's gonna put a stake in this guy. Matt, I really appreciated how useful you were while being infuriating. It's a delicate tightrope, and it was very entertaining. Glendizzle, Marvin kind of keeping things together.
Marvin was a hot mess.
Yeah, but in a way that it was like Marvin was the person Marvin was the most reliable member of the code.
Yeah.
Maybe Jade, but Jade early on couldn't do as much as Marvin. So like, Marvin I feel like is the most reliable, stable, and then maybe Jade, but early on it's like, well, Jade's the baby, so like, not anymore. But that was where we were. Now Jade's the toddler.
They grow up so fast.
Right before our eyes.
Yeah. And Joshua was really cool. Yeah, Johan was a really sweet character. I loved seeing, even though you didn't do that much like of the Plague Oracle specific stuff, it was still like clearly part of your character, and it was really interesting. And Jen, in addition to just generally nailing it as a storyteller, I really appreciate the way that you wrote stuff in a way where all of our character skill sets could be useful. So like, even though
very mindful storyteller,
everybody got to shine. So yeah, and I won't be back for the next season of games, but I really hope to be back soon, because
Yes, anytime. I'd love to see all of you back. It's really exciting. And I get to play with you next time.
maybe.
Or we'll just run vampire again. Hey, guess what time it is?
Full time.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry, you made a Tim Allen reference earlier. I had to.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, thank you for tuning in and checking out and hanging out with us for this wonderful little 5th edition Vampire the Masquerade game. It was my first time touching 5th edition Vampire. It's better than Werewolf. But no, it was a blast. It was a hoot. Jen's second game ever. Our first time, like, I think this is mine and Mike's first time, like, as players together. And then, of course, it's my first time with everybody outside of Ainsley and Wormtongue. Not Wormtongue, Wormsmith. You know what I mean? Frickin'. We all LARP together. So, like, that's not anything new. But, like, this time, like, a more intimate, just us, like, constantly throwing stuff at each other was a hoot and a treat. And I hope we get do it again. And she also, like, your first time, we continue to get new people and new players, and first timers, and one day you'll be the new Artie.
Shit.
All of us just being like, man, she's come so far.
If she pulls out a Mary Davis, it's going to be so. Ooh, now.
It'll take some time, but it'll happen. Let's see here.
Eventually.
Yeah. So tomorrow, Welcome Home, our Old Gods of Appalachia campaign ended before Christmas. If you haven't watched that yet, it'll be going up on the YouTube soon. It was delightful and awesome. And then Sunday, where you have the season finale of Seasons Beatings, where Christmas has come in the Christmas horror game. What does that mean? Well, tune in Sunday. You'll find out. We're probably going to be playing Among Us. I don't know if we're going to be streaming that or not, but it might be recorded and uploaded onto YouTube. I'm not sure, but if you'd like Among Us and you like us people, swing over to our Discord, because that's, of course, where we'll be playing Among Us, or at least being in a chat while we all totally swipe cards and do our tasks in electrical and
Nothing else.
and nothing else.
Nothing else.
Nothing. You saw nothing. But yeah, so that's all the things that we have going on next week. I believe one or two of the games is starting next week. I'm not sure about one of them. Werewolf for sure is starting next Friday. This same time slot, 9:30 to 12:30, maybe a little over if we're having maximum goofs. And then Saturdays, we will be off next Saturday as well, because we need a little bit more time to cook for our X-Men themed campaign. I've dropped a couple things to a couple of the players, and they seem very, very excited. Hashtag Magneto was right. And then Sunday, Jen, you can either confirm or deny. Highlander, is that starting next Sunday?
Probably the Sunday after.
Okay, cool.
Technically.
Jen's third campaign ever. She is living her best 90s little heart life. And she's like, I like Highlander. It's like, there's a Highlander tabletop. And now we're playing Highlander, where you will get to see me and Glandizzle again playing a new iconic duo that will be definitely a thing.
I'm really excited about that.
Yeah.
I get to talk a lot.
Yep, and I get to be Big Dumb Bruiser Boy. It'll be great. One more time, we were joined in this campaign. Sophia, portrayed by GDI Ainsley. Marvin, portrayed by Glendizzle. Jade, portrayed by Chi Chi Chai T. Ulrich, portrayed by Styles08. Johan, portrayed by Worm Smith. Victoria, portrayed by DM Daddy RPG, and this wonderful game was run by JenOfThieves. We will hopefully see you all again in the very near future. Sunday is our next stream, and then the return of Teen Wolf 2 next Friday, and that's gonna be amazing. There's teen moms, there's dads, there's that they're part of a prophecy, but there's like 20 werewolf prophecies. That might not be a theme that comes up next Chronicle. Not at all. But thank you as always for hanging out with us. You've made 2023 a fantastic year. I'm happy that we found this little niche in our audience, and people keep coming back and wanting more. And we get new players every season, so we're growing. Guys, if I don't see you, have a great weekend. And remember, as always, Daddy loves you.